Hey, good afternoon and welcome back here once again to the Butte Civic Center as Frontier Conference tournament action continues here with the Frontier Conference. Paul Panisco, John Thatcher, our great crew here on a Sunday as we're getting ready for Digger Dog. Montana Tech taking on the Bulldogs of Montana Western. Semifinals on the women's side of the bracket. We had a good one to start. Dakota State has advanced into the championship game where they will await the winner of this one. JT, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm really looking for. Is this the millionth time Western and Tech has played a basketball game?
I want to say a little over a millionth, I believe, and we've called about 600,000 of them, I think.
And they're never boring. Never.
No, that is a very, very good point, as these two teams will meet for the third time this season. The first time was forever ago. It was back on Thanksgiving weekend, and Montana Tech got the win 68-54. That one was up to Valley Bank Arena. And then the last time they played has been a little bit ago, January 23rd, over a month ago. They played in Dillon, and the Montana Tech ladies got the win 71-65. That was a gritty performance. They went on the road, played awfully hard, and looking for round 3 here at the Butte Civic Center.
Yeah, and if there was a Most Improved Team award at the end of the season, you're looking at it down here with Western. I watched them early in the season. I thought, this poor new coach, he's got a long way to go and a lot of things, and he's got them here. And so I give them a tremendous amount of credit, but they are the most improved team in the conference.
They've done a nice job. They played very well last night, and the one thing, I mean, it's almost always historically accurate, but the one thing you can always expect out of Western, much like Tech teams, to be honest, is that they're going to give you 100% no matter what. I mean, they're going to go pedal to the floor and get after it, and truly, in my opinion, the heart last night is what got Western past Carroll College and advanced them into this semifinal.
Well, they got a. You've talked basketball with me since God was born, and the reality is they've got a point guard that just controls what goes on out here. She's excellent. Tech has an excellent point guard. Great matchup here today. So I'm really looking forward to see how these two run the show. I think both teams are going to get up and down. I think that Western will struggle getting up and down a little bit more because of Tech's size and ability to rebound the basketball.
Well, again, let's welcome everybody here to the Butte Civic Center. Taking a look at the matchup here between these two. Again, Montana Tech won the first two matchups. The Digs averaging 72 points a game. Western at 66 points a game. The Digs shooting 43.1% as a team. Western at just a hair over 40%. And there's one of the big first discrepancies is points allowed. Montana Tech's defense has just been so good all year. They're giving up 57 points per game. On the other side, Western allowing about 65 points a game. But that said, both defenses really keeping their opponent's shooting percentage low. Montana Tech at 33%, and Western allowing their opponents to shoot about 37%.
Well, that is the strength of both of these teams. You can tell me the only advantage Tech has over Western is they have more people, anybody on any night, whether it's the starting 5 or the next 5 coming in. Any of them can explode into double digits. Western doesn't have that comfort. So this is all about defense, and these two coaches have done their homework. They understand what everybody does. Again, this deep into the season, this is the third time they played. They get it, and they're going to take away things and try to take away weapons, and we'll see how they do it.
This obviously a long storied rivalry. We joke about how many games we have called, but these are always ones that you have circled on the calendar, with Montana Tech and Western. When you get to see them in a position like this in the semifinal of the conference, is it more intense? Is it easier to coach in that scenario? Is it harder? What are the emotions you're dealing with in a game like this today?
As a coach?
And even trying to communicate to your players.
Relax. It's just another game, which is a lie. It's not just another game, but you got to sell that. You got to be a salesman.
You got to sell.
Yeah, you got to be an insurance salesman.
All right.
And you really want to talk about ball protection. At this time of year, that's the most important thing. You should be playing your best basketball. Should not be turning the ball over, and so that's the key to this, rebounding second.
Okay. Well, again, thanks for joining us here as Montana Tech taking on Montana Western. You look at the Western bench there now to the Montana Tech side. Let's take a look at our starters. We'll start things off for the Bulldogs, and I wish we had a teleprompter. Can we get some money for a teleprompter so I can draw circles around things? That'd be so cool. Isabella Lund, just go ahead and you go with me. Just on the left side of your screen, just circle Isabella Lund. She's a monster. She played so well last night for Western and has all year long. She has been, we continually talk about the importance of the seniors for this Montana Tech team, especially like Liv Wongren. That's what Isabella Lund is to this Western team. She has been their heartbeat now for a couple of years, and it all goes through her in a game like this tonight.
And she has all the things I love as from a point guard. She's a great defender. Let's start there. She is a great ball handler. Let's go there. She's quick, and she makes great decisions. She could probably lead this team in scoring if that was a factor in her mind.
Yeah.
But she's a great team player, and she distributes and gets people and gets them the ball in the right place.
Well, look at her numbers in a few, but I think she's right around 6 assists a game. I mean, it's a huge number, and she's fantastic. Kiki Davis has had a brilliant month, and they need her today. Of course, Ava Belich out on the wing can drain it with anybody. Wilcox and Phillips also getting the starting nod in this one here today for Western. On the other side for Montana Tech, I brought her name up, but Liv Wongren has been an absolute pillar of this program since she came into the squad, and one of the two seniors. The two seniors are those two on the left, with Liv Wongren and Hadley Humphreys. Both mean an incredible amount to this program and have really brought this program to where it is. Hauber, second team all-conference. Love seeing that. Avery Carlson, Brooke Badavenik, one of the better guard tandems you're going to find in the Frontier Conference, and that starting five has been awfully powerful as this season has gone on.
I'm just going to make one statement. This team is really good. They are really good.
Yeah.
1 through 10, 12, 15, I don't care how many players. They have a bench that nobody else has.
So, again, thanks for joining us here as we get ready for the start of this one. Montana Tech taking on Montana Western. And certainly looking forward to what should be a good afternoon. And honestly, for Tech fans, it was kind of like Western yesterday. As Western had back-to-back games with their ladies and their men, Montana Tech has back-to-back games today. Our women playing at 2:30. The men will play at 5 o'clock. So it really a nice scenario for people coming in to take a watch.
Should get some good crowds here. Looks like a pretty good crowd here to start this one. And should have a lot of people from Dillon. They follow their team. They're great at Western people are great at sporting their school. And Montana Tech's in their hometown. Everybody get down here and watch some great women basketball.
So again, let's here's your look at your bracket real quickly. Dakota State is into the final tomorrow at 5 o'clock. The winner of this one will also advance into that final. On the men's side, we have 2 games remaining here today. Rocky Mountain College will take on Montana Tech at 5 o'clock. And then Northern is the Cinderella of this tournament. Not only did they beat Bellevue, they slapped Bellevue. And they advanced into the semifinal. They'll take on Carroll College tonight in our nightcap at 7:30.
All the good teams, all the best teams, all the teams that are playing the best at the end of the year, that's who's here in this Final Four.
Yeah, good players, and then you look at the coaches as well.
Throw the season out, get to the tournament, anything could happen, and we've seen it happen. I believe three upsets so far, and what people would classify as an upset. These teams are all evenly matched.
Western wearing the red with the white and black trim. Montana Tech, the home whites with a copper and black trim. Humphreys is going to jump it off with Belich. Or not Humphreys, my apologies. It's Hauber in the circle to jump it off with Belich. And again, thanks for joining us here at the Frontier Conference as we are officially underway. This one goes in the air, controlled by Montana Tech. Avery Carlson in the backcourt. Carlson across the timeline. Bounce pass left, Hauber. Hauber looks inside to Humphreys. They're going to go right to the rack. Humphreys with the left hand, count it.
That's their strength against this team, down inside.
And back the other way, Montana Tech leading 2-0 off the opening possession. Western, pass underneath to Davis is swatted out of bounds by Hauber.
Talk about quickness out for these two guards matching up against each other. Lund is, however, not guarding
Avery?
Avery, yeah. So yeah. This is interesting. I want to see what happens with her down there.
3-point shot is up and in for Lund. So Lund drains the 3. Bulldogs go up by 1.
I know it's just her first shot made, but she's a gamer.
Yeah. Avery Carlson backing up here for Montana Tech. Goes lefts. Humphreys down on the block. It goes to Haber. Haber turns off the glass and in. Montana Tech both baskets from point blank. The Digs leading 4-3. Lund the other way. She'll drop it off into the hands of Phillips. Back to Lund. Into the lane, out to the wing. Belich picks up her dribble. Phillips now with it. Good ball movement to Lund. Nothing open on the interior. Lund attacking, spins, puts it up with the right hand. A travel call.
Yeah, she got a mismatch there. She ended up with Humphreys Gardner, and that's a tough one to get the ball over.
Tech leading 4-3. Semifinal of the Frontier Conference Tournament. Hadley Humphreys looking on the interior. Kiki Davis on her defensively. Out to Badavinik. She's going to pop a three. Brooke Badavinik knocks it down. How many threes do you think she has sunk in this building?
Oh, well, most of them came at the Mac Center, but she's hit a bunch in here, too.
Montana Tech's Brooke Badavinik draining the three. And Western. Pass comes here on the near side. With it is Hawk. Hawk drives into the lane. Hawk with the right hand. Shot is good. That's a nice take by Hawk.
That's what you want to do. Get the hips of the defender turned and get to the hoop.
Avery Carlson. Bounce pass goes out wide lefts. Coming up top. Going around the right-hand side. Pass into the hands of Liv Wongren. Wongren near side. Brooke Badavinik. Bado lobs it down on the interior. Humphreys able to get rid of it. Out to Carlson. She's going to square up and fire no good. Long rebound. Carlson gets it, moves it across to Wongren. Three ball is good. Liv Wongren knocks it down.
Choose your weapon. They just all can score from the perimeter.
Montana Tech leading 10-5. We had some score bug issues in the game previous to this, and it looked like there was some scoring issues on the board there as well, so just kind of bear with us. Lund with the offensive rebound, pass out to the wing. Three-point shot is up and in. That's a nice-looking shot by Phillips.
Yeah, Phillips, nice player.
Phillips, the junior. Again, remember this Western team had a tough one with Carroll last night. Haber from downtown drains it.
Haber's getting pretty confident out there. That was about 5 feet beyond the arc.
That she is. Confidence is a great word, in my estimation, to use for Haber here, especially over the last month or two.
There's the dual-edged sword. She can go down and post anybody up. You got the two big other post players.
And a great take that time by Hawk. The defense kind of just kept giving her room, so she just kept forcing the issue.
Nice patience. She took her time to read it.
Avery Carlson into the offensive side. Bounce pass goes down to the right wing. They'll lob it down inside to Haber. Back out, Badavinik. Bado going to attack, puts it up at the right hand, too hot. That one comes down. Western has it, but we're going to get a jump ball. Phillips grabbed it, and then Hadley Humphreys decided she wanted it as well. 6:26 left to play, first quarter. Sorry.
Got a little line change here.
Yep, Montana Tech with a full line change. Nybauer comes in. Also out is Van Blaricom, Conan, and Nielsen on the floor. Liv Wongren stays out there at the original starting five. So Montana Tech running the line change, digs up 13-10. Bounce pass goes out on the right side to Belich. Belich will hand it off to Phillips. Phillips dribbling, backs up, going right. Ball comes out. Conan is there defensively. Good defense here by the Digs. Into the ball game for Western is Saylor. And here come in. Nice pass to Davis. Kiki Davis will finish.
That is a great pass.
Nice play there by the Bulldogs. Tech by one. Diggs down the floor into the offensive side. Wongren moves it across to Van Blaricom. Back here on the inside, Liv Wongren. Nybauer lobs it in Nielsen. A little too much on it. Nielsen gets drugged to the ground. That's going to be Western basketball. Outlet down the floor to Phillips. Great pass. Phillips puts it down.
Tremendous break. Transition game.
Really nice ball movement by Western. Nybauer on the wing, up top to Wongren. Liv Wongren into the lane. She's going to fire from 10, and she gets it. Boy, she hasn't missed many of those this year. Just those pull-up jumpers in the lane are money.
She's grown into such a player from what she was her freshman year.
Back the other way, Lund to Phillips. Great ball fake. She's going to take it right to the rack. Too much on it. Knocked to the ground, and Wongren comes out with it. Liv Wongren into the offensive side. Wongren dribbling to her lefts. Wants to go in the high post. Instead, moves it across to Van Blaricom. Back to Wongren.
1-3-1 zone, and they're struggling with it. They got to move the ball.
That one gets knocked away. Wongren gets it back under control, moves it across. Van Blaricom in the corner. Nybauer. 3-point shot, money. Nybauer knocks down the 3. Montana Tech by 4.
Good job of finding the open person.
Tech is shooting 78%. Western shooting 75% to get this one started. Near side, Phillips. Now to Saylor. Saylor, Kiki Davis. Now to Belich, trying to get her an opening. Nothing there. Back to Phillips. As you mentioned, this Western team just has gotten better and better. Lund from downtown. That one's going to come up shorts.
Yeah, that was just a little too deep.
Shot clock was running low, and that will go to the digs.
I can remember back in the day when if you took a shot beyond the first 3-point line, you were benched. Now you've got to take it 2.5 feet farther, and if you don't shoot it, you're benched. So the world has changed.
It just hurts your head, doesn't it?
It kills me.
Yep. 18-14, the Digs up over the Bulldogs. Frontier Conference action. We're back here in just a minute. Four-point lead for Montana Tech. Both teams just lights out shooting the ball right now. Montana Tech 78%, and on the other side, the Bulldogs of Montana Western at 67%. Again, the third meeting, obviously, between these two programs. Tech won a tight one in Butte, one on the road at Western as well. And at the time, honestly, I thought the win at Western was the best they'd played in a long time. Underneath, Haber reverse, gets it.
That's the area they've got to find against this 1-3-1.
6-point advantage for Montana Tech. Lund into the offensive side. They'll hand it off. Hawk here on the near wing. Now to Saylor. Saylor dribbling to her right. Good defensive pressure. Nybauer on her. Now to Lund. To Belich. Back to Lund. They're attacking way outside the perimeter. Lund attacking. Scoop shot is good. That's near impossible shot.
Well, when you're good at it, you develop that shot. It gets it underneath the big instead of getting your shot blocked.
Shot no good. And Belich comes out with a loose ball. Bulldogs, chance to cut the lead here. Montana Tech up 20-16. Pass to Lund. Badavinik tried to jump it. Nice bounce pass underneath. Feed is up and in. Count it and the foul. And Pancost is going to go to the line.
Yeah, great job of sealing off on the block. Tremendous bounce pass.
So Pancost will go to the line here.
You can't make defensive mistakes against Lund. She just reads everything. Really, you've got to have a tremendous basketball IQ.
Free throw attempt no good. Hadley Humphreys tips it, tracks it down, digs the other way. Into the offensive side, Avery Carlson. Cross to Badavinik, now in the corner, Nybauer. She's going to fire the three again. That one rims in and out. Brought down and brought the other way by Saylor. Saylor across the timeline. Far right wing. Saylor hands it off. Lund spinning. Goes into Pancost, taken away. Badavinik with the quick hands. Brooke Badavinik feeds it underneath to Hadley Humphreys to the rack. Hadley Humphreys is going to go to the line. Great pass by Brooke Badavinik.
And that's one of the most difficult passes in basketball from midcourt across the lane. Great filter.
So Hadley Humphreys will go to the foul lines. Just under 70% free throw shooter. Nybauer will check out. So on the floor right now, Badavinik, Liv Wongren, Hadley Humphreys at the line. You have Van Blaricom and Conan behind her. Humphreys first is good. On the other side, you have Pancost and Belich at the bottom of the key. Up at the top, you have Hawk and also Saylor, and Lund is out deep. Humphreys' seconds is no good. Wongren almost tracked it down. Pancost able to get it. 3-point lead for the Digs. Great first quarter here between these two. Belich near side to Hawk. Back up to Belich. She has an opening. 3-point shot is good. Belich drains the three.
Both these teams are on fire. This is fun basketball.
Yeah, both teams over 70% shooting right now. We'll see who stays there. Hadley Humphreys, cross court, out to Badavinik. She had the opening for just a minute. Trap coming. Pass down to Conan. Conan to Badavinik. She's going to fire. Brooke Badavinik short. Defensive rebound, Lund. Tech able to get back defensively. Lund setting it up. Near side, 3-point shot is on the way, no good. Wongren will clear it the other way. Wongren skips into the offensive zone. Still in that 1-3-1, down to the baseline, Conan. She's going to fire from there. That one goes long. Western with the rebound. Hawk. Tech with another line change here for a moment. Hawk from the elbow, no. Rebound, Conan. Conan will bring it the other way. Conan, pass out on the edge, too far in front of Van Blaricom.
Yeah, she just got to pick that dribble up and find one of the guards to give the ball to.
1:09 left to play here in the first. We're tied up 21 all. And Western will inbound. Montana Tech going to bring a little man pressure. Neibauer on Hawk. As brings it across. Neibauer got a piece of it. Belich looking for the backdoor cut. Stead hands it off there. Saylor to Hawk. Hawk driving with the left hand into the lane. Phillips, great take. Phillips attacks, draws the foul. Quick take by Phillips.
Yeah, she's got great quickness. Great first step. She's limping a little bit there. She all right? Not much to that girl. Pretty tiny.
So Phillips will go to the line here. Phillips gets her first down. She's an 82% free throw shooter.
Everybody in this conference is a woman is.
It's amazing. The women's side of the Frontier is so good from the foul line. It's crazy.
They got so many 80% shooters. Maybe some of these guys coaches ought to pick them up.
Badavinik down to Neibauer, back to Batto. Around the arc near side. They'll lob it down into Haber in the corner. Haber fighting her way in. Double team, ball stripped away. Shot clock down to 12. Deep corner, Nielsen. Western's defense has been outstanding here in this first quarter. Neibauer drives, collision, taken away Western. Hawk comes out with it.
Yeah, she likes to penetrate, but you're not going to do that against the zone. You're going to get smothered just like she did there.
15 seconds left to play here in the opening quarter. Kiki Davis, Bulldogs by 2. Phillips to Davis, lost it for a moment on the ground. Davis dives for it. She'll hold on to it. Now it's stripped away and a travel call. So a travel call.
Yeah, he pointed originally it was Western's ball, and they were the ones who were rolling over, but he got it right.
So 4.4 seconds left to play here in the first. Kiki Davis gets up, kind of flexing her left hand a little bit. Avery Carlson to Nielsen. Nielsen will fire, and that one comes up short. An outstanding opening quarter. The Bulldogs up 23-21. Frontier Conference basketball here with the Frontier Conference. We'll take a break. Quarter number 2 up after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
Back here at the Butte Civic Center, we have 10 minutes in the books and an outstanding 10 minutes to get this one started. Western leading 23-21. Western shooting 64% from the floor. Montana Tech at 50% from the floor as of right now. And Western is spreading it out as well, which has been very effective. Phillips, Lund, and Belich each with 5. Hawk has 4. On the other side, Montana Tech, Haber with 7. Wongren with 5 points for the Digs.
Both teams brought their A game.
So back in, Montana Tech with it, far right side. Nielsen to the wing. Now back up top, Avery Carlson. Pass goes in the corner. As trying to find somewhere to go, Wongren. Carlson back to Wongren. Zone has been very effective thus far here for Western.
They're all moving in at the same time, doing a great job of covering.
Down to the block it goes, trying to get it to Nielsen. Into the double team, bounce pass in traffic. Haber gets it up and in. Great feed by Nielsen. 23 all. Haber with 7 points. And back the other way into the high post, Kiki Davis steps through. Nielsen is there defensively. Scoop shot to the rack, no good.
Good, solid Tech defense.
Into the offensive side, Nielsen puts on the brakes. Wongren, Carlson, corner, Batovinik. Bato fires, not good. Nielsen tracks it down, good hustle. Near side corner to Carlson. Nielsen gonna pop it, no. Montana Tech right now, 4 of 10 from the three-point line. Cross-court pass. As Saylor drives. Saylor, Batovinik on her, and Bato's going to pick up the personal.
That's the first attempt Saylor's had today. That's the first time she's really gone hard to the bucket, so Tech's defending her well. That's a nice take.
Brooke Batovinik will pick up the personal foul. My apologies. And Batovinik will pick up the personal. Saylor at the line. Bailey Saylor, 87% from the free throw line. Money.
Your numbers are just driving me crazy. This is phenomenal.
Second is good. Bulldogs by 2. 25-23.
I like the game plan Western has come up with this 1-3-1 zone.
Down on the edge, Haber. Haber, cross-court pass, Van Blaricom. Van Blaricom in the corner to Wongren. Wongren now back up top. Van Blaricom from deep, but she drains it.
You got to give her that. She was outside the parameters quite a ways.
Lund into the offensive side. Puts on the brakes. Backs it out to Phillips. Phillips, she's going to attack again. Phillips gets it again.
I'll tell you, they're getting to the rim. Nice job. They really have a good game plan going right now.
Phillips, very aggressive to the rim and doing an outstanding job thus far. She has 7 points, leading scorer for Western. Wongren, bounce pass, cross court. Batovinik in the corner now, Van Blaricom. Liv Wongren is open for 3, and she drains it.
She's so calm. She is so calm.
Montana Tech, 6 of 12 from the three-point line. Western with the ball. Diggs by 2.
Good ball movement without the use of the dribble.
They'll lob it down to the block to Davis. And going to get a whistle and a foul. The official's going to chat it over. Neither made a call whether it's offensive or defensive, and they will say offensive. Kiki Davis called with the offensive.
That call could have gone either way, so that's why they were discussing it.
So that will be Montana Tech basketball. Van Blaricom brings it in. Carlson across to Wongren. Wongren, Van Blaricom. Avery Carlson back up top. Moving lefts. Carlson is open. Instead, she flings it around the arc. Good ball moving out to Wongren. Western zone really moving well here.
Everybody, they're covering.
Carlson. Back on the other side, Wongren. Around a screen, she'll put it up short, no good. Offensive rebound, Hadley Humphreys up and in.
Guard trying to screen her off, wasn't big enough. Nice rebound, nice putback.
Diggs by 4. 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Handoff on the edge. Goes into Davis in the high post. Davis fights her way down toward the baseline. And a whistle and a foul as she turned the corner.
Yeah, I think we got a grab.
Liv Wongren going to be called with the foul. So Wongren picks up her first. Tech leading by 4. Great ball game thus far. Western 2 turnovers. Montana Tech with 2 as well. Lob pass hits Avery Carlson in the head. She's able to corral it. Montana Tech turnover. She had those parental eyes in the back of her head. Wongren Back to Carlson. She's going to fire. Avery Carlson, ladies and gentlemen.
She has so improved her shot over the last month.
Montana Tech by 7. Now she's going to get a steal on the wing. Carlson steps through. Won't go. Loose, out of bounds. Tech ball. Great hustle by Avery Carlson.
I'm going to have to get on her about working on her layups. She just hit a 3. So.
What an effort that time by Avery Carlson, the junior out of Havre. She has just had a brilliant year.
She's a true point guard.
Yeah.
She could care less if she scores.
Nielsen to Carlson. Carlson comes up short. That one's going to go out of bounds. Western will get it. Diggs by 7.
Little mini run there.
Yep. Biggest lead thus far here. Montana Tech is led by 7. Western is led by 2. Substitution. Hawk will go out. Also into the ball game. Phillips back in after a quick breather. And Isabella Lund back onto the floor as well. So Lund, like you say, with that 1-3-1 moving as much as it is, we'll see what kind of fuel is left in the gas tank as this one continues. Sending traffic. Hendren. Handoff. Saylor. Saylor double teamed, almost stripped away. Saylor gets it back. Nielsen on her defensively. She gets a step to the rack. Shot won't go. Pulled down by Neibauer, and now a whistle and a foul. Great hustle under the baskets as Kiki Davis is going to pick up her second personal. And Montana Tech will have the basketball leading by 7.
With Lund coming in, I expect him to go back to man-to-man. Yeah, that's where they're going. Back to man-to-man.
Longren across the timeline. Around a high screen. And it looks like
Lund run into the post.
Conan set the screen. And that will go against Lund. Her first personal. Montana Tech to inbound. Longren. Pass comes out to Conan. Conan right at the top of the arc. Underneath. Nice take, Nielsen. Beautiful assist by Conan. Tech goes up by 9. Biggest lead of the contest. Right side, Saylor. Saylor with the left hand. Dribbles up top. Steps out to Lund. Lund. 3-point shot is on the way. No good for Belich. And Wongren grabs the rebound. Her 4th. Nielsen inside to Conan. Conan, loose double team, back out to Nielsen. Wants to go into Wongren. Picks up her dribble, hands it off. Wongren into the key. Nice pass underneath. That finishes.
Great recognition for the backdoor cut.
11-point lead for Montana Tech. Their offense firing on all cylinders here in quarter number 2. Saylor. Saylor lobs it into Kiki Davis. Double team. Shot too hard, but she's going to go to the line. Badavinik and Wongren were both there, and they'll give it to Liv. I believe Wongren's second personal. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor. 4:37 left to play here in this first half. Frontier Conference tournament action. We're back here in just a minute. Nice run here by the Orediggers as they go up 38-27 over the Bulldogs of Montana Western, the largest lead of the game for Montana Tech. Tech shooting 54% from the floor as a team, and they are led by Haber with 9. She's 4 of 5 shooting. Wongren has 8, Humphreys with 5, and also Badavinik with 5. We're midway through the second quarter, and Montana Tech has scoring output from 8 different players already.
Well, that's why they've had a great year. They can go bring 2 more subs in. They could score also. They are 10 deep, solid 10 deep. what I'm really appreciating about what they're doing is their ball movement without the use of the dribble. They're really limiting how many times they put the ball to the floor, and great ball movement against his zone, finding the seams and down on the block.
At the foul line, Kiki Davis gets her first. Couldn't be happier for her this year as the season has gone on. Her last month plus has just been outstanding. Offensive Player of the Week, was it 2 weeks ago? Maybe this past week? My time runs together. But Kiki has just had a great run here for Western.
Well, she's a tremendous athlete.
Near side, Nybauer. Pass goes up top. Into the high post it goes. Nielsen. Nielsen's going to turn and fire. That one hits the iron, no good. Nybauer tries to get to it. It's saved. Nybauer goes flying out of play, and luckily she gets up and sprints the other way. Handoff, Lund. Lund into the double team, out to the wing, driving. As Saylor has it. Saylor stripped away. Thanks, man. And the other way we go. That one wrestled away from Saylor. Tech basketball. Nybauer for three. Nybauer drains it.
Tech is on fire right now.
A 13-point lead here for Montana Tech. A great run here in the second quarter. Western with the basketball. Lund to Belich. Good ball fake. Belich turns, fires, won't go. Wongren with another rebound. That's her fifth here in the first half. Montana Tech, Nielsen. Nielsen goes out on the left side. Badavinik holds on to it. Back to Wongren, and they'll slow it down for a moment. Phillips gets the reach-in foul. Phillips has done a nice job playing on that line. There's that line of over-aggression and not playing hard enough, and I'm okay with that foul out of Phillips right now if I'm red.
I'm okay with it too, and I love her quickness, and she's got quick hands.
Tech by 13. And Montana Tech with it. Avery Carlson. As they set up Horns, getting it. Hadley Humphreys. Humphreys driving, spins back to the right. Comes to her left. Fall away jump shot is short. It goes to the ground. Tremendous effort here.
This is jump ball day.
This is incredible.
Last game and this game, a lot of them.
Really. You bring up a great point. If you weren't with us for the game before this, it felt like we just had a multitude of jump balls. Tech leading by 13 here as these two rivals battle in the semifinals of the Frontier Conference Tournament. Winner will advance into the championship game. Near side, Lund. Lund wants the baseline. Into the high post. Bounce pass goes out to the wing. Phillips to Lund. Lund, good ball fake, puts it up. What a shot.
That was a prayer with the clock running down.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
She's just so talented.
Hooks, 6'10" post player.
That's an outstanding take by Lund. She has 7 points. Montana Tech, huge rebound. Hadley Humphreys in the putback. Just a powerful rebound by Hadley. Lund behind the back, drifting left. Phillips is going to throw that one up. It goes long. Humphreys gets the rebound initially. Good pressure by Western, and that's going to be Western basketball. Good job on the baseline by Hawk.
These two teams are getting after each other.
I've been impressed with Mila Hawk this playoff, honestly.
Yeah.
She had a great game yesterday.
He's brought this. I just believe he's done the best job of coaching for putting a team together that your first year is pretty good. Pretty good.
Phillips gets the inbound here on the left wing, moves it all the way across to Lund. Under 2 minutes left to play here in the second. Lund with the right hand. Bounce pass down on the block. As Pancost has it. All the way up top to Lund. Shot clock down to 3. Trying to find somewhere to go. Lund forced to throw it up. That one no good. Badavinik gets the rebound, and she'll push the pace the other way. Almost taken away. Now loose. Carlson gets it. Montana Tech remains in possession, but Lund just continues to apply pressure all the time. Badavinik for 3. Brooke Badavinik no good. That's tipped to the wing, as getting a piece of it was Wongren. And Hawk will push it the other way. Taken away by Badavinik. Badavinik, right side of the paint. She's going to go to the rack. That one rims out, gets her own rebound, and the putback, and the foul.
So she got a rebound, an assist to herself, a basket, and now gets to shoot a free throw. Is that why players miss on purpose to pad their stats?
You know, I would think if anybody would know that, it would be you. So Brooke Badavinik is going to go to the line, ladies and gentlemen. Badavinik, 86%.
I can quote you now. There are no other numbers other than 84, 5, and 6.
It's incredible how good our women free throw shooters are here in the Frontier Conference. And honestly, joking aside, at the national level, that's going to win some of our team's games just because they can knock down free throws.
Absolutely. That's what wins games anyway, that and rebounding.
Hawk. Around a screen, picked up her dribble, nowhere to go, near side. Phillips. No, Nielsen went down underneath, big elbow thrown. That's going to be an offensive as Neibauer took that one on the chops. Hancock's going to be called with the offensive.
Western's got to slow down here a little bit. This game's getting away from them.
16-point lead for Montana Tech. Second quarter has been all digs. They've outscored Western 25-7 here in this second quarter. That one's taken away by Hawk. The sophomore brings it across the timeline. Van Blaricom almost got it back. Hawk. Under 40 seconds remaining here in the first half. Lund drives. Lund shot blocked by none other than Conan.
Yeah, that's there's a shot blocker right there, and she timed that perfectly.
I believe block number 46 for her on the year. She finished in the top 5 in conference.
Yeah, and didn't play a lot early in this half the season.
That's the deal. On the wing, Saylor knocks it down. That's the first open shot she has had. And it shows why you don't want to give her open shots. Nielsen to Wongren. Near side, Van Blaricom. 12 seconds left to play in this first half. Montana Tech basketball leading by 13. Liv Wongren around a high screen. Pass comes up top to Nielsen. Nielsen into the lane. She'll attack. Shot won't go at the horn. We have 20 minutes in the books. The Yordigers up over the Bulldogs 46-33. We'll take a break. We'll give you the numbers and more after this.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
Back here once again at the Butte Civic Center, Frontier Conference Tournaments. Paul Panisco, John Thatcher, several thousand of our closest friends, JT, A really fun and entertaining first half between these two.
Yeah, these two match up pretty well, and it's both of them are really running their stuff. And it just Tech just is stronger down in the paint and down on the block, and it's made a difference in this game. Neither team being wild, and Tech, I really love the fact how they're running their offense against this 1-3-1 zone, being so patient, and they're really, unless it's the opportune time, they're not wasting the dribble going to the paint. They're getting the ball reversed. They're making the zone move. And then they're getting smaller on a big down on the block, and they happen to be getting the ball down there. And when you get it to Hauber or Conan or any of the post players, it's an issue. They're going to score. There's a real size mismanagement between these two teams.
Western came out of that 1-3-1, and my goodness, it was effective for a very large chunk of that first half.
It was a surprise element. I'm sure they didn't practice against it. They probably have a 4-out or 5-out offense that they run against every zone, so they got back into the field for it. But I don't think Western, at least nothing that I've ever have seen this year, has run a 1-3-1 zone, and that's a complicated zone to put in, and they've run it very well. But the surprise element is now gone from it, and that's why Tech has made adjustments and got the ball where it belongs.
Well, let's take a look at some numbers here. We'll start things off for Western. They shot 50% as a team. They were 12 of 24 from the floor, 4 of 11 from the three-point line at 36%. And 5 of 7 from the foul line, shooting 71% from the free throw line. Other team numbers for Western, they had 10 total rebounds, 5 less than Montana Tech. One of those was an offensive rebound, and it accounted for 3 second-chance points. Like I said, a solid first half here for Western. They're led by Phillips and Lund. Both have 7 points as of right now. Phillips has had a very strong first half. She's 2 of 4 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the foul line as well. Lund with 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting. You have Belich with 5, Hawk with 4, Bailey Saylor also with 5 points. Kiki Davis with 3 and Pancos with 2 for Western. As, again, they put 33 points on the board, shooting 50%. They were 12 of 24. The real discrepancy between the two right there is the number of shots. Western has 24 shots. Montana Tech has 37 shots in the first half.
Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me. They're getting a few offense board, but Kiki Davis and Saylor, they've got to somehow get more involved in this offense, Saylor especially, because she's really been good the last month of the season. So Western needs these two small guards cannot pick this up the whole game. They need help from the other two.
For Montana Tech, again, they shot 49% from the floor, 53% from the three-point line, and they were 2 of 3 from the free throw line in the opening 20 minutes. Individually for the Digs, actually more team numbers, 15 total rebounds. 5 of those were offensive. They've accounted for 10 second-chance points, a great number for 20 minutes of play, and 16 of their 46 points have come down in the block. The Digs are led by Hadley Humphreys. She has 9 points so far in the ball game. She's 4 of 5 shooting. Liv Wongren, Brooke Badavinik each have 8. As Wongren 3 of 4 from the floor, Badavinik 3 of 8 shooting thus far. Hadley Humphreys with 7, Neibauer with 6, Carlson with 3, also Van Blaricom with 3, and Nielsen with 2 for the Orediggers of Montana Tech. Again, spreading it out, 8 ladies to score, and that actually came about real quickly, and they just continue to put the pedal to the floor.
Yeah, and that's the power of Montana Tech. That many people. Conan hasn't even put anything on board, and she's played, but she is such a factor out there with her size. She had a great block earlier, and she rebounds. So she's playing her part. Everybody's got their part, and like I said before the game started, Tech has numerous players that can explode into double figures, and that's a weapon.
Well, again, let's grab our brackets here. The winner of this one will take on Dakota State in the championship game, and that will be played at 5 p.m. tomorrow. As Dakota State's got a win over Northern earlier today in a weird ball game. Not a whole lot of flow, a scrappy one. They kind of beat the tar out of each other, but a big win for Dakota State nonetheless. On the other side for the men, Montana Tech's men will take on Rocky Mountain College after this. to try and advance into that championship game. And then Northern will battle Carroll College in our nightcap as the other semifinal on the men's side of the bracket.
I like it.
Okay.
We've had 3 long days, and it's going to get cut a little shorter tomorrow, and then Monday it's cut really short. So I'm good with that.
The one thing I really want to remind people of, too, is with the change in the format for the Frontier Conference, the regular season champions have an automatic bid into the national tournament. So the Rocky men and Dakota State's women are both into the national tournament. The tournament champions also get an automatic bid. So you look at the men's side right now, if Montana Tech, Northern, or Carroll win, they automatically go into the national tournament. On the other side, as we go look at this women's side, if Montana Tech or Western were to go on and win the tournament, they would get the automatic bid. Now, if the regular season champ is also the tournament champ, whoever takes second place in the regular season gets the automatic bid. So Montana Tech, if they win this and advance into the national championship game, have an automatic bid to the national tournament no matter what.
That's a nice feeling because it's usually a little more complicated than that. But, you play the season. 1 and 2 teams should be playing for the thing anyway, unless there's injuries or whatever. And so those are the best teams. In fact, there's 2 or 3 other teams in here that I hope get a shot at going to the national tournament. I know that there are a lot of teams in this country, but there's a lot of great teams in this conference.
That there are. We are at the half. Montana Tech by 13. Frontier Conference action here with the Frontier Conference. We'll take a break. We're back with the second half in just a few.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
13-point lead for Montana Tech as they're up 46-33 over the Bulldogs out of Montana Western. As always, thanks for joining us here at the Frontier Conference. Paul Padisco, John Thatcher. There's like random strangers walking in, and at least they didn't like steal our M&Ms this time.
They better not.
As we get ready for the second half, JT, as we look down to the Bulldogs of Montana Western, what did they talk about in the locker room, and what do you expect to see in the second half?
Well, I think they got to maybe mix their defenses up a little bit. That 1-3-1 zone, I know they run a 2-3. Also, play some man-to-man out of this. Sometimes coaches are afraid of what they're facing, so they'll play a zone to try to take away. But Tech has too much firepower everywhere. I'm not so sure they shouldn't come out right away and play some man-to-man and try to shut Tech down a little bit, because Tech is playing smart basketball against the zone. They are not dribbling just to take a dribble. They're dribbling to use the dribble, or they're just moving the ball, and they're doing a great job of it. And Western, like I said early, that zone surprised Tech, but it's not a factor now. Tech knows what they're doing. They know where they belong, and they'll get it done.
You know, they're using one of your favorite words, unless it's in association with you. They're being very patient.
Extremely patient. Yeah, and that's the reason they have a 13-point lead now, because of their patience, and they're getting the ball to the right shooter's hands. They're not taking back. I haven't seen a bad shot yet, so that's kind of important.
So we're ready to roll here as we get under a minute on the clock here at halftime. Again, a good crowd here at the Butte Civic Center Frontier Conference Tournament back in Butte, Montana, for the first time in over a couple decades here. It's pretty scary to think that most of the players on the floor this weekend were not with us the last time the tournament was here in Butte, Montana.
They were not with us. You know what else is interesting? How many of these girls we did state tournaments for?
Yeah.
How much we got to watch them grow, and how much they progress as human beings. I just love watching that. And
Agreed.
Good Lord keeps me around long enough to watch it for a long time.
Well, you have to outlive me, because you have to give my eulogy.
Oh, they won't listen to me for 2 hours. You're one of those guys that I just got to say a lot about.
13-point lead for the Digs. Leading scorer for Montana Tech, Haber, has 9 points as of right now. On the other side, Phillips and Lund each have 7. Belich with 5. Montana Tech will have the possession arrow to get us underway here in this second half.
First 3 minutes of the quarter, they got to. Both teams got to do their best. They got to do their thing. Western's got to cut into this lead.
Avery Carlson controlling. Phillips on her defensively. I think Phillips had a fantastic opening first half. Hadley Humphreys looking on the inside. Puts the dribble down. Double team comes. She's able to get it up and in. Hadley Humphreys puts it in. 9 points for Humphreys. Montana Tech by 15.
I'm not the smartest coach in the world, but I know when she starts that penetration at the top of the key, she's going to do a spin move. You've got to go dig.
Have to. Lund around a screen in the high posts. Comes up top, Belich. Belich fires it into Davis. Out to Saylor. Saylor. Cross court. Lund. I don't think it was intended for her, but she's going to take it anyway. Steps through, travel call.
She walked, no question about it.
Little stutter step as she turned the corner.
That little scoop shot's not going to work against Humphreys when she's bodied up. She's got to kick it back out.
Frontier Conference action. The winner of this one into the finals tomorrow night. Brooke Badavinik around a screen at the right elbow. Out to Wongren. Liv Wongren eyeing things up. She has 8 points so far on the day. Wongren looking to try and get the ball on the inside. Instead hands it off to Carlson. Carlson pulls up from 10. That one rims out. Great jump shot.
Yeah, that's a good shot. You got to get it up.
Western the other way. Steps left. 3-point shot. Belich is good. Ava Belich hits one.
Yeah, she's got to get hot too.
8:35 left to play here in the third. Montana Tech by a dozen. Badavinik down the right side of the paint. She'll attack. That one comes up short. Kiki Davis with the board. Saylor goes the other way. Saylor, Davis. Davis steps through, attacks. That one falls through.
And she's really good at that. Great move by Davis.
Utilize that power. She is awfully tough to stop. They'll bring it in. Hadley Humphreys Out on the right side, Wongren, three-point shot long. Offensive rebound. Hauber all alone gets the rebound and the foul.
There's that size differential again, and she's right there.
No one near her. And Hauber gets the glass and the putback. Hauber with 11 points. She'll shoot one. So Hauber, 57% from the foul line. And she'll shoot one here for the Digs. Free throw is money. 13-point advantage for the Orediggers here. They've been up by as much as 16. Belich to Lund. Lund, step back, hands it off to Phillips. Phillips down the right side of the paint, through the double team. Shot blocked by Hauber, taken away by Lund, and now Hauber, the officials going to say a foul as Hauber going to be called with the push as that ball went to the ground.
Yeah, she jumped on top of her.
Little bear hug trying to get the basketball.
Yep, you got it. That's fine by me. I'm a coach. Get down there with them.
13-point lead. Western to inbound in their offensive zone. Comes out to Lund. Avery Carlson there defensively. Around a screen. Lund. Baseline shot blocked by Nielsen, and Van Blaricom tries to save it and falls out of play.
Lund trying to reverse layup for net protection, but Tech is just too big for the guards down underneath the basket.
Diggs with 3 blocks so far in this contest. Lund at the top of the horn, left side. Bailey Phillips Saylor all alone.
That's only the second time they've left her open, and she's made them pay a price.
That's it. Saylor on the day with 8 points. Nielsen going to try and answer. That one no good. Van Blaricom races after it, unable to get to it in time. Montana Tech by 10 with 7 minutes left to play here in this third quarter. The winner to play in the Frontier Conference Championship game tomorrow night. Western, Montana Tech looking like they're going to bring a little man pressure.
Yeah, and
Meet them at half.
Sailor or Belich, one of them got to get hot from that three-point line.
Belich to Lund. Lund moving left. Enters into the high post. Davis falls to the ground, and that's going to be a timeout call by Coach Sullivan.
A good timeout. Yep. They were in trouble.
Heads up play by Coach Sullivan to call that timeout. 6:52 left to play here in the third. We have a full timeout. So with it, we'll take one as well. We're back here to the Butte Civic Center after this. Montana Tech and the Town Pump Charitable Foundation proudly present this week's hometown hero, Action Inc. Action Inc. exists to help people address practical issues and the stress felt during personal crises. Their ultimate goal is simple but powerful, to ensure no one faces hardships alone. Through programs that provide housing assistance, heat assistance, job training for youth, and food and nutrition services for people of all ages, Action Inc. partners with families and individuals to create pathways out of poverty. We thank Action Inc. for the incredible work that they do in our community. And if you would like to discover more of the ways that they help our town, log on to butteassistanceprograms.org. And we thank the Town Pump Charitable Foundation for their ongoing support of local heroes like Action Inc. and for their commitment to strengthening communities across Montana. Back after the timeouts, Montana Western to inbound in their offensive zone. They'll lob it out to Davis. A 10-point lead. Western trying to trim it down here. Phillips around the arc. That one won't fall. A little too much on it.
Yeah, Hadley Humphreys with good rim protection.
Liv Wongren around a screen up top. Backs it out to Humphreys. Humphreys looking on the interior. She'll spin to her right hand and attack. That one knocked away. Comes back to her. Back up, back in. Hadley Humphreys.
Yeah, sometimes you got to be lucky. Pick up garbage.
11 points on the day for Humphreys. The Digs by a dozen. Lund around a high screen. Pass comes back here to Belich. She'll fire the three. Shorts. And that will be, I don't believe it was touched. From our angle, it didn't look touched anyway.
Well, they're going to give it to him, I think.
It's funny how the mind goes both ways. Belic isn't going to come up 2 feet shy of the rim on a three-point attempt, but it did not look touched here.
Well, I'm glad I don't get blamed for this conversation because I was focused on underneath who was going to box out on the three.
And that said, we're not getting any kind of signal to look at it, so Western will keep it. Nice inbound to Phillips, and Phillips for 2. Hadley Humphreys to Wongren. The lead is 10. Humphreys across midcourt. Stops at the top of the arc. Near side, Neibauer. Neibauer drives into the double team, wrestles it out. Wongren. Cross court, Hadley Humphreys going to fire the 3. That one no good. Haber tips it. Davis comes down with it. Kiki Davis into the offensive side. It comes to Lund. Lund with 7 points right now, 3 of 6 shooting. Gets it back. Lund. Near side, 3-point shot. Saylor, no good. Badavinic with a rebound.
Just a little too deep.
Wongren now with it. Liv Wongren into the offense. 10-point lead for the Digs. Hadley Humphreys. Hand off to Badavinic. Wide open 3, and Bado drains it.
Well, if you give her an hour to shoot it, she will drain it.
Brooke Badavinic, 2 of 5 from downtown. She has 11 points. Montana Tech by 13. Lund comes up top. 3-point shot. Saylor, no. Humphreys with it. Hadley Humphreys into the offensive side. Lobs it down on the block to Haber. Haber, double team, fights her shot up, no good.
That's good defense by Belic on that.
Lund, what a play by Lund. Somehow she got that pass, puts it up, and gets the foul.
That little girl is a high IQ player. She knows where she's at on the court. She knows what move to make. That's smart.
And a timeout on the floor. 4:38 left to play here in this third quarter. Montana Tech's lead is 11. We're back to the Civic Center in just a moment. Coach Sullivan drawing it up on the board as the Bulldogs trailing by 11. Frontier Conference Tournament here at the Butte Civic Center. And remember, Lund will go to the line shooting 1 here for Western. Lund with 9 points. She and Phillips each have 9.
I'm just sitting here thinking how lucky and fortunate you and I are to live in Butte, Montana, and you especially for allowing me to do this with you. I would be here at the gym anyway, but to be up here to think I know what I'm talking about is another thing, and you giving me that opportunity, so I thank you.
Well, thank you.
Yep.
You're the king of the world. You know I love you.
I love athletes.
Lund at the line. Free throw attempt is money. Back to 10. They'll bring some pressure here in the backcourts. Avery Carlson. Phillips on her defensively. Feels like Phillips has just been on a different gear today.
Phillips and Avery Carlson have the same quickness.
Inside, losing the ball, goes to the ground, out of play. Western basketball.
Trying to force these with the dribble. You got to just catch it and see what they're going to do to you. They're giving you different looks all the time. Don't be in a hurry to put the ball on the floor. I hate dribbling. What is that? Let's play this game with no air on the ball. It gets you in more trouble. It gets you out of trouble.
4:23 left to play here in the third. A timeout on the floor. We'll go ahead and just keep it here as we make our way through it. Just an outstanding day of action. Again, remember, 2 games on the men's side here as the officials. I think they're going to come over and look to see if that ball was touched as it went out of bounds.
This shot?
No, back here.
Down here? Oh, yeah, this one.
Conan,
okay.
Where the ball was stripped away from Conan and it went out of bounds. Coach Graham talking to the official. And the other stripes there checking it out.
You get more out of referees if you use less volatility when you speak to them. I never learned that till I was all done coaching. I always thought you had to be volatile.
You beat me to the punch when you said I didn't learn that, because boy was I going to retort.
Yeah, I know.
The defense was going to come to the pulpit.
And if I got a job tomorrow, I'd be the same guy. You know that, don't you?
Oh yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you wouldn't be all zen-like on the sideline.
My idea is have fun at this, and if they don't think what I'm doing is fun, then give me a tea and sit me down.
So the officials still, all right. And they will say, all right.
Yeah, I thought it cleanly came off of her. I'm 2 for 4.
There you go. So that will be Western basketball. Didn't touch anyone. And Western down the floor, a chance to trim this to single digits. It's as close as we've been for a while. They keep getting it to 10, but have been unable to get it within that mark.
Well, opportunity knocks right now.
Western outscoring Tech 13-10 here in this third quarter. Hawk behind the back, nice take. Into the paint, shot blocked again as Conan swats another one.
Conan has length with those arms. They're right down, her fingertips are down just above her knees. She just has the ability to time that.
2 blocks for her on the afternoon. Western to bring it in. Hawk bounce pass underneath. Pankos first, no good. Her second is good.
That's 2 layups. Tech's giving her an out of bounds, and that's a no-no.
8-point lead for Montana Tech. Nielsen on the far right wing. Nielsen dribbles up toward the top. Bounce pass to Conan. Conan feeds it on the inside, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul as a pass into Wongren. Lund was draped on her.
That was a nice entry pass inside. Wongren had great position.
Again, showing great strength down there. Montana Tech full line change here as Hobart will come in. Also into the ball game for Montana Tech is Humphreys, Carlson, and Badavinik. Wongren stays on the floor. Humphreys with the left hand, she'll attack. Humphreys steps through, gets it. Nice take, great stride. Hadley Humphreys has 13.
Once again, she puts the dribble on the floor. Help's got to come. It has to. She's too good at that.
10-point lead for Montana Tech. Hawk around a screen. Belich drifts back up top. Instead, they go inside to Pankos. That one's knocked away. Western ball.
Man, our little guard ended up on the post player there and did a great job of slapping that away because she was in trouble.
Yeah, quick hands there, or else that's an easy 2.
Quick hands, incorrect entry pass, smart basketball player getting a hand on the ball.
3:24 left to play here in the third. Pass into Davis. Kiki Davis, left wing to Hawk. Hawk spins back to her right, throws it out on the wing. 3-point shot is on the way and good for Lund.
Man, she locked and loaded right now. That was impressive.
13 points for Lund. Montana Tech's lead is 7. Avery Carlson into the offensive side quickly. Hadley Humphreys. Humphreys into Wongren, and she's going to be fouled. Phillips defensively.
Yeah, that's we're talking a stronger athlete there, and not only that, Liv fought hard for position. She does so good at extending her arm to want the ball, and then she's just too strong to get around once she's got you down there.
Personal foul number 3 for Phillips. Hadley Humphreys at the right elbow. Wants to go into Wongren, now tries to deliver it that way, and it's going to be swatted out of bounds.
Yeah, she's got to look over her side. Badavinik was standing out there, nobody within 15 feet of her for the 3. Don't force the ball. You don't need to force it.
2:49 left to play here in the third. Phillips will get a breather. As Diak back in. Brooke Diak, the redshirt freshman from Maple Valley, Washington. Humphreys, again looking inside. Instead comes up top, Badavinik. Wongren, baseline, puts the shot up. No. Good defense by Lund. She'll come out with it. Lund the other way. She'll drift up toward the top of the horn to Hawk. 2:30 left to play here in the third. Western a chance to trim the lead again. 7-point advantage for Montana Tech. They've been up by as much as 16. Kiki Davis attacks. Steps through with the left hand and gets it.
Yeah, you gotta force her to go to her right. She's really good. She's left-handed. She took advantage of that.
Western cuts the lead to 5. Hauber for 3, gets another one. Hauber has 15 points, and Montana Tech's lead is 8. Hawk around the arc to Lund, now down to the interior to Davis. Great first step, Kiki Davis can't get it to go. Double team coming to Hauber. Hauber into the zone. Hauber quickly down the left side of the paint. Avery Carlson now controls. Switch dribble. Carlson pulls up from 10. Off the glass, no good. Tipped. Beautiful rebound and put back for Hadley Humphreys.
Yeah, you cannot give her inside position. Nice little run by Tech.
Hadley Humphreys and Hauber account for 30 of Montana Tech's 63 right now, as they each have 15. A $1:12 left to play in the third. Lund, backdoor pass, blocked. Badavinik swats it away.
The timing on that has to be unbelievable.
It's incredible. And how many times has she done it this year? Wongren for 3, no. Rebound, back the other way, as Diak has it to Hawk. And Hawk will back up, calling out the offense. I said it before, but this is one, you look at this young lady, Emila Hawk, a redshirt sophomore. She's going to have a long, good future for Western ahead.
No question.
3-point shot, no good. Montana Tech basketball. Down to 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. Montana Tech feels like they're back in control as of right now after Western made a heck of a run there to pull it down to a 2-possession ball game. 7-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. The shot clock at 8. Carlson pulls up. 8-footer, no good. Throws her head back and will go the other way. Hawk down the right side of the paint. Triple team, bounce pass in traffic. Badavinik dives for it, and she'll hold on to it until the horn goes.
Her whole body was her pivot foot. She didn't travel. Smart basketball.
Brooke Badavinik looked like you and I with a donut this morning when they were out down the concessions.
Every player coming off the floor was smiling. That was good stuff.
10-point lead for Montana Tech, 63-53. We'll go to the fourth quarter in this semifinal game, ladies and gentlemen, right after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
Coach Bignell in the huddle talking with the ladies. Frontier Conference semifinal action. As we look down on top of the huddle, what's being discussed there for Montana Tech?
I'm going to be, for the first time in my life, very honest with you. I don't have a clue what they're talking about
Look
right
at you
now.
go, okay?
I don't know. I don't know why Coach Graham wasn't in on that conversation. So.
And that said, what do you think you've got? You're up by 10 minutes left to get into the championship game. Is it more a matter of let's keep doing your job, do your work, let's go?
Let's run our stuff. Could be.
It's a normal game.
But an assistant took his place, so I don't know if they've had a conversation of what she should talk. I don't know.
I think it's good cop, bad cop. I think Frankie's the bad cop in that relationship.
You might be right.
I don't know.
She's the tougher of the two. I know that. She's a big no.
On the far left wing, pass comes up top. Western down by 10. As Saylor near side to Phillips. Phillips looking on the inside. Kiki Davis continues to try and find an opening. Shot clock down to 8. Phillips hands it off to Saylor. Van Blaricom on her defensively. Saylor. Phillips, big collision. And
called for a foul.
Oof. Van Blaricom will be called with the blocking penalty.
Yeah, I think she got the block. I think the call was legit.
Okay. So at the foul line will be Phillips. So Phillips at the stripe. Phillips is an 81% free throw shooter.
I want everybody's stats in this conference. Women's.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is so amazing.
They shoot free throws so well.
Her second is money.
When I have another son, I'm going to have him watch women shoot free throws.
As you
guys
should.
Most guys aren't excellent at it.
Western from the free throw line is 8 of 10. Montana Tech is 3 of 4. Ball turned over. Hawk comes out with it. Sailor down the left wing. Trailing by 8. Sailor to Hawk. Hawk looks to coach. Back left side to Sailor. Sailor down the right side of the paint. Puts it up. Rolls it in. Bailey Sailor will roll it in. She has 10 points in the ball game, and Montana Tech going to call a timeout as Western with a nice push to get this fourth quarter started.
Yeah, good things happen when Sailor has the ball. She actually has the same movements as a guy. She did the fall away there off the glass. It hung. That is a tough shot, and she made it look easy.
63 to 57, a 6-point advantage for Montana Tech. A good run here to get things started for Western. As Coach Sullivan chatting them up.
Well, I know you can't relax against this Western team because they are gritty and they are getting after things and they fought their way back. Sailor needs to have the ball. She really does. They need to run some stuff and let her penetrate. She's tough. She's difficult. Once she starts taking that lane, unless you're going to draw a charge, you can almost count the bucket.
As I look here at numbers, I'm not sure if these will come into play or not, but Phillips has 3 personal fouls. Davis has 3 for Western. On the other side, Montana Tech, a couple players with 2, but fouls really have not been much of an issue on either side of the coin here yet today.
No, but they could be for Western with 9 minutes to go. It depends. Is he going to put Davis back in here? I don't think he can afford to lose Davis because of her ability, especially to rebound and go to her left.
Yeah. So out of the huddle, Phillips, Sailor, also Davis, Hawk, and Diak on the floor for Western. Montana Tech, Liv Wonger and Avery Carlson in the backcourt. Brooke Badavinik, also Hadley Humphreys and Haley Hauber on the floor for the Digs.
2-on-2 half-court press.
Into the offensive side, pass down in the corner. Hauber inside. Humphreys steps through, right-handed, no good. Tip to the ground, wrestled for it. And that is going to be Western basketball.
Western really got after things on that possession. Good ball movement by Tech. Had a good shot, didn't make it.
Hauber had both hands on that ball, and as she came down and just stepped out of bounds. So Western ball. Hawk into the offensive side. Hawk pass here on the near to Phillips. Phillips down on the edge, looking on the interior. That pass is tipped. Avery Carlson knocks it out of play.
Yeah, she's been a street fighter down there. If she wouldn't have touched it, it was going right to Badavinik. So opportunity for Western to take advantage of that.
8:28 left to play in the ball game. And Humphrey's going to be called with a push as Kiki Davis stumbles forward. Humphreys, that is her second personal foul. Western will shake it up again. Fresh shot clock here. Lob pass out to Davis. Davis looking left, hands it off. Now it comes out on the edge. Little stutter step. Hawk with it. Hawk moves it up top. Shot clock down to 3. Sailor scoops it to the rack. That's a great take by Bailey Sailor. She has a dozen.
She just made a difficult thing look easy.
Brooke Badavinik, cross courts, Avery Carlson. She had the eyes, now she'll take it, and Carlson drains it. Pair of threes for Avery Carlson here today. She has 6 points, the Digs by 7. Fantastic action here from the Butte Civic Center. Western with a basketball, handoff near side. As Diak has it, Diak enters into the high post, Davis. Kiki Davis. Attacks with the left hand, gets it in. Nice take.
Cannot let her get to her left, and she's really good at it.
Brooke Badavinik, trap coming. Bado able to get away. Carlson down in the corner. Back out to Carlson. Brooke Badavinik, great ball fake. She's going to go right to the rim. Shot, block, whistle, and a foul. Kiki Davis picks up the personal. And that is her 4th. If it's on Kiki, it is. Okay. I was like, sorry, I don't mean to jump the gun quite yet, but I assumed it was.
Yeah, and I don't think did they take her out? No, I wouldn't take her out either. She's too big a loss. She's got to play smart now. That's the part of her game that's got to follow up.
Brooke Bedevinik rattles that one in. JT, what does Brooke Bedevinik shoot from the foul line?
86%.
There you go.
You sure it's not 90? Because she's still making them.
She's still making them.
But she's always been a great free shooter, period.
And now they'll bring Kiki Davis out.
Yeah, we're going to see how this works out inside. It's could be a difference maker.
Pancost will check into the high posts. Lund, near side, Belich hands it off. Saylor dribbling up top. Back here on the near side, Belich going to fire, and she gets it. Big time shot by Ava Belich.
Put them back in it. Great shot. That play was designed. I always know when they're going to run that three for her. It's easy to read. She's hit, I don't know, 3 of 5 maybe.
Ava Belich, as of right now, shooting the deep ball is 3 of 9 so far on the day.
3 of 9.
Yep. She has 11 total points. Western with 4 ladies in double digits. They're led by Lund with 13. Saylor has 12. Phillips and Belich each with 11. On the other side, Montana Tech, Hauber, and Humphreys each have 15. Bedevinik has 13 for the Digs. And just an outstanding contest right now. 7 minutes left to play. And, boy, this thing, it is so far from over, it's not even close. This is just going to be a grudge match for the next 7+.
Absolutely is. And she who doesn't take care of the basketball is going to be the team that gets in trouble. You got to make your free throws. They're going to become very important now.
Western, 9 turnovers so far today. Montana Tech with 5.
That's livable, both of them.
And both are shooting really well from the foul line. Western is 8 of 10 for 80%. Montana Tech is 5 of 6 for 83%. Neibauer to Carlson. Trap coming across to Nibes. Drives into the high post. Neibauer, pump fake once, comes up top. Spinning right, out to the wing. Hadley Humphreys.
Gonna let her shoot it. No, she isn't. You gotta help. You gotta help.
Driving down, ball goes up, shot blocked, loose on the ground, picked up, Saylor.
Help came. It was late, but it came.
Bailey Saylor the other way. Bulldogs trailing by 4. Saylor wide open, 3-point shot, no good. Tipped out, hits the ground, out of bounds, Western ball. Boy, I'll tell you, that's the one part of this that Western really is taking advantage of. They're getting a lot of opportunities that are going out of bounds off of Tech, and they're getting another look.
Excellent point. That is a true statement.
4-point lead here for the Digs. Western inbound to Pancost, handoff to Lund. Lund steps back, lobs it into Pancost. Mismatch underneath. Pancost throws it up, no good.
Good defense by Wongren. Got her hands up, didn't back up, didn't give her space.
Bedevinik stops, lobs it inside. Triple teamed, and Conan is tackled. I believe they gave it to Lund, but we'll wait till they put it on the big board. That is the case. Lund's 3rd personal foul. 4-point lead for Montana Tech, 68-64. Liv Wongren looking to bring it in. Pass comes here on the near side. Bedevinik fires that one off the back of the rim, no good. Defensive rebound. Phillips the other way. Phillips into the offensive side. Pass goes left. Saylor. Saylor. Near side it comes. Lund setting things up. Shot clock at 15. A 4-point lead for Montana Tech. Lund switch dribble. Into the lane, stops, lobs it out on the edge. Belich fires, gets hit. Pancost gets it underneath. Her shot won't go.
Good defensive. That time, Montana Tech, good defense.
Bedevinik with the block shot. Now she's going to take baseline. Bedevinik, and looks like stepping out of bounds. No, whistle and a foul. Pancost is going to be called with it.
Yeah, she had her hands on her.
Okay. Montana Tech will go with a line change for Western. Kiki Davis is going to check back in. Hadley Humphreys is in. Also Hauber, Avery Carlson, Liv Wongren, and Van Blaricom on the floor for the Digs. Van Blaricom gets the inbound. Back to Carlson. Phillips, Saylor, Pancost, Belich, and Lund on the floor for Western. Switch dribble, double team coming up top. Pass out on the edge, Van Blaricom. She's going to fire from way downtown. No good. Belich grabs the rebound in traffic.
Not the shot they wanted.
5 minutes left to play in the ball game. Saylor into the high post, pulls up and gets it. That's a great shot.
She has a great shot. She's got great body control.
2-point lead for the Digs. Saylor with 14. Montana Tech, near side, Wongren. Liv Wongren up top. Western playing with a lot of confidence right now. Montana Tech looking to kind of lean forward, if you will, in the offensive zone. Hauber underneath to Wongren. Wongren, catch, repeat.
Wongren did a great job of setting it up. I was watching exactly what she was doing. She got up high above the block, gave her plenty of space. Nice entry pass.
10 points on the day for Wongren. Montana Tech, 4 ladies in double digits, as do Western. Entry pass, whistle and a foul. Carlson try to reach through and knock it away from Lund. Avery Carlson will pick up her second personal foul.
Not a bad foul.
Neibauer will come in. Badavinik will come in. And Western will inbound on the baseline. 4:18 left to play here in the ball game. Pass up top, Kiki Davis. Again, she's back out with 4 fouls. Lund through the lane. Lund, scoop shot, no good. Hauber is going to pick up the personal.
Yeah, she had her in trouble, and then she brought that arm down. No need to do that.
So Hauber will pick up the personal foul. Diggs by 4. And Lund at the line. 75% free throw shooter. 4:11 left to play here in regulation, and Lund knocks down the first. Again, both teams exceptional from the foul line in this one. Western is 9 of 11, and Lund gets the ball for attempt number 2. Shot is on its way and good. So Lund gets them both. Tech by 2. 4:10 left to play. Neibauer in back into the offensive side. Montana Tech. Wongren, Badavinik across to Wongren. Little ball fake on the perimeter. Comes here near side. Cross to Neibauer. Montana Tech, 2 ladies down on the block. Badavinik steps back. Left. Shot no good. Long rebound. Kiki Davis hauls it in. Davis with the rebound. That's her 4th of the day. Great pass across to Saylor, and we're tied.
That transition breakdown.
70 all. Liv Wongren bounce pass to the baseline. Montana Tech looking for a gut check reaction here. Humphreys turns, squares up, double team coming, cross courts, Neibauer. Neibauer puts it down, up top to Wongren. Wongren for 3, no good. Big rebound, Hauber, and she gets the putback and the foul.
That is a big-time rebound. She went over the top of everybody. Everybody.
Absolute monster for Hauber. 17 points for Hauber on 7 of 9 shooting. She has 4 rebounds, and she will shoot 1. Hauber, not in that 80 percentile range. She went to the John Thatcher School.
Yeah, the pressure school. She just made pressure.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Here we go.
Tech by 3. 3:10 left to play. Saylor.
Saylor's got to get involved in the offense. She has been really good. Yeah, there she goes.
Saylor drives, and she's going to shoot 2. Avery Carlson going to pick up her 3rd foul, and Saylor back to the line. Saylor gets up limping as she went to the ground hard. So Bailey Saylor, leading scorer for Western right now, is 16. And her first is money.
She has got to touch the ball the next 3 minutes every time down the floor. The Tech is really having trouble defending her today.
Product of that Missoula Hellgate program. Started at MSUB and transferred to Montana Western. Hadley Humphreys into the offensive side. Tech by 1. Trap coming. Cross court to Badavinik, and it's stolen away. Phillips gets the steal. Kiki Davis now with it. Western the other way. Lund quickly out to Belich. Belich has an opening. Belich fires no good. And that's going to go out of play. Tech ball.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a shot you wanted at this point. You're down 1. I want to run my stuff, see if I can get the free throw line, get an easy bucket or a wide open 3. I thought that was an on the move 3. Tough shot.
2:39 left to play in the ball game. Badavinek in the backcourt. 2-1-2 pressure here as the Digs looking to bring it into the offensive side. Wongren down to Hobber, double team, trap there. Gets it out to Wongren, right side. 3-point shot, Avery Carlson, and Carlson knocks it down. She has 9.
Big time shot by Avery.
Tech by 4. Pass near side, Belic driving. Belic is going to get the layup. Easy access to the basket for Ava Belic.
Too easy, no rotation, absolutely none on defense.
Wongren going to get the same on the other end. Big collision. That goes down, out of bounds, and it will remain Tech basketball.
Thought she got fouled on that.
Heavy collision underneath the basket.
I've always been of the fact you can't touch the shooter. It's easy to throw a shooter off. Easy if you touch them.
1:59 left to play here in the ball game. Tech by 2, inbounding. Hobber, leading scorer right now with 18 points for Montana Tech. To Badavinek. They'll set up Horns up at the top. Around a screen. Badavinek's going to go to the rack, and she'll be fouled by Saylor.
Took it to the body. Nice job.
It's only Saylor's second.
Yeah, that looked kind of a weird series right there. Nobody was moving, and Badavini finally came to the basketball, and it was just a one-man play there, one-on-one.
Yeah, even the action to the basket felt kind of slow, honestly. It was like molasses. Free throw attempts. Badavinek, first is no good. Montana Tech as a team is 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Badavinek is 3 of 4 personally. Her second hits the front of the iron, no good. 2-point lead, Montana Tech, $1:42 left to play. Lund, hand off to Belic. Belic going right, hands it off to Saylor. Saylor, nice feed to Phillips. Her shot too hard.
Great backdoor and just didn't take advantage of it.
My goodness, what a play. Montana Tech will take the air out of the ball here for a moment, leading by 2. 80 seconds left to play. Liv Wongren with it. She has 10 points on the night. Now to Hobber. Hobber going to lob it into Wongren. Slapped away by Lund.
Yeah, everybody in the stadium read that pass.
Lund, shot blocked, out of bounds. Tech basketball. That went out of bounds off of Lund.
Hit her in the head as she slid out of bounds. Otherwise, it was their ball.
What a play defensively.
Yeah, they got to pick up here.
Full court pressure coming. 1:07 left to play. Montana Tech by 2. Phenomenal action here in the semifinals of the Frontier Conference Tournament. The winner will take on Dakota State tomorrow at 5. Crowd wanted a whistle there on a shove. Badavinek. Humphreys into Hobber. Hobber drifts out to the wing. 2-point lead, Montana Tech.
Just when your offense penetrate, look to get to the free throw line.
Shot clock down to 10. Avery Carlson around a screen. Steps back up top. Hobber. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Hobber out to Humphreys. 3 seconds. Clears it out for Badavinek. Bado's shot no good. Picked up. Lund with it. And an offensive call as Avery Carlson draws the offensive. Montana Tech basketball in their offensive zone, leading by 2.
Wow.
Avery Carlson jumped in, grabbed position.
There was definitely a push there, no question about it.
And a timeout call. 3:58 left to play here. Or excuse me, 33.7 seconds left to play. Hello. A 2-point lead for Montana Tech. And this has just been outstanding basketball.
This has been a superb game from the beginning, from the get-go. And both teams now into the bonus at the free throw line. So here we go again. Free throws could make a difference. Badavinek, who's an 86% shooter, just missed 2. Is she tired? Is it the pressure? What is it? Free throws got to be made at this stage.
So we're getting the whistle here. I'm looking down. Montana Tech men there watching the game. As we look down here, Coach Sullivan rallying the troops. You brought it up earlier. He's done an excellent job this season. They're a team that has gotten better and better every week, and they're playing their best basketball when it matters here at the tournament.
They are, and when I watched them first of the season, I thought these guys aren't going to win many games. He changed that whole look.
Lob pass comes up to Humphreys. 20 on the shot clock, 30 now on the game clock. Carlson holding on to it. Good pressure by Phillips. Knocks it away momentarily. Pass goes right. Wongren. Wongren around a screen. Into the high post. Jump shot is up. No good. Long rebound in the corner. That's going to be Western basketball with 15 seconds remaining.
Got to need a timeout. Get it to midcourt.
That's it. I can see Coach Sullivan pointing to the floor, so they're going to call a timeout and take it on their side. My goodness, 15 seconds remaining.
Well, we haven't had an overtime game yet. Here's our first shot.
This is a real good opportunity. Let's talk about what Coach Sullivan and their crew are talking about for Western. You obviously have the ability to try and go for the win here with players like Belich and also Saylor on the perimeter, even Lund for that matter. I'm not saying anything else, but that same token, you can also make the dribble drive to the rack, try and go for 2+1. What do you think they're drawing up, JT?
Yeah, I'm not going for a win with 15.4 on the clock. What I'm going to do is bring the ball out front and run it down and try and get the last second shot, whether it be a three or a take to the basket. I'm thinking it's tied here. I don't want to do that. I want to attack as soon as I can. For some reason, I thought the score was 74-74. So I want to attack the basket and have the ability to dish the ball to a three-point shooter. I really think you can get to the free throw line. They've run some good stuff. Bailey, if you give her a handoff out here, she turns that corner and she has such great body control. It's a great opportunity for you to score.
15.4 left in regulation. Montana Tech leading 76-74. A phenomenal ball game here in the semifinals. Western will inbound to the left of their bench. Tava Phillips with the honor.
Bailey Saylor's got to touch the ball.
Phillips into the high post to Saylor. Saylor down the left side of the paint. Spins to her fallback jump shot. No good. Tipped out. Montana Tech. Badavinik, a whistle and a timeout. Or is it a foul?
It has to be a foul because nobody had possession.
That's kind of where I was at. So the whistle and a hack call.
Badavinik got fouled.
So Badavinik's going to go to the foul line here for the Digs.
Well, Bailey had her opportunity there. That's her shot. Just didn't go down.
You'd give that to her
every
10
time.
out of 10 times.
Every time.
Yeah.
You go with your best players. When it comes down to cutting time, you go with your best players.
Kiki Davis will foul out here for the Bulldogs.
That's a scramble foul. She has to do that.
So Badavinik at the line. And her first here is good. Still a one-possession ball game. Brooke Badavinik, Butte, Montana's all-time leading scorer in basketball. Looking to add to her totals. It's a 4-point ball game. 78-74, monster free throws. All I can think of right now is her mom, Amanda. Do you think she was dry heaving through those?
Or crying. Yeah, she's a crier. Yeah, she cries over stuff. But you know what's interesting? She missed the other two, which is really unlike her.
Yes.
And then comes back and calmly with the heat on, puts two down. And she's the girl you want there. That's the one I want her to live longer on that line, coming down the end.
78-74, Montana Tech by 4. These teams fighting to get into our final tomorrow night to take on Dakota State.
Yeah, and I'm going to adjust something here. If I'm Tech, and I know he doesn't do this, I'm going to come out in a matchup zone. I'm going to match up and run a zone against this because they've just designed a man-to-man play.
Western inbounding.
Bailey Harper's going to have the ball again.
Saylor trying to find an opening. Pass comes into the hands of Belich. Belich going to put it up off balance. No good. Loose on the ground. Saylor had it. Left-handed. Shot won't go. Rebound Badavinik, and this one is done. The Orediggers of Montana Tech will play for the tournament championship tomorrow night when they'll take on Dakota State as they take down the Bulldogs of Montana Western 78-74. We always talk about how incredibly difficult it is to beat a team 3 times. That right there is the perfect example of why that is the case.
Yeah, absolutely. And tribute to both of these teams. They're so deserving. They played so well.
Yeah, let's re-rack it and let it go again.
They had their opportunity. Western had their opportunity down there. They got the right person the ball, and they tried to get the right person the ball there at the end. So, tribute to Montana Tech. They have fought all year. They've won 22 games. They've only lost 4. They deserve to be here too. Unfortunately, Western played hard enough to be in the championship game too. Tribute to them.
Outstanding ball game for Western. They shot 47% from the floor, 35% from the three-point line, and they were led in scoring by Bailey Saylor. Saylor with 18 points on the day. They had 4 ladies in double digits. Lund with 15, Belich with 13, Phillips with 11, Kiki Davis with 9 strong points. Pancost and Hawk each had 4 for the Bulldogs of Montana Western. On the other side for Montana Tech, they end up shooting 41% as a team from the floor, 43% from the three-point line, and just a huge day for the Digs. They get 4 ladies in double digits as well, led by Hauber. Hauber had 18 points on 7 of 9 shooting, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Just a great night for Hauber here. She had a pair of blocks to go with that. From there, Montana Tech, Hadley Humphreys with 15, Brooke Badavinik with 15, and Liv Longren gets 10 points on the night for Montana Tech as the Digs get 4 ladies in double digits. Just a monster win here for Montana Tech. So they'll advance into the championship. And again, this is one of those things that coach is not thinking about. You're certainly not talking about to your players. But right now, Dakota State won the Frontier Conference regular season. They have an automatic bid into the national tournament. Montana Tech, now that they are into the championship game of this tournament, have an automatic bid to the national tournament, because whoever takes second, if Dakota State wins, then Montana Tech taking second in conference will get the bid. If Montana Tech wins the conference tournament, they will get the automatic bid. So either way, Montana Tech is going to the national tournament free of charge.
So let me ask you a question. So Montana Tech wins this thing.
Yep.
Will they then host a pod?
So the kind of the
because
feeling,
they should.
The feeling is that is the feeling. If they win it, it feels like it's on the bubble, but it does feel like that's the case. If Montana Tech wins the tournament, they'll probably, hopefully, host a pod.
Well, if they don't, I'm going to write to the editor.
Okay.
They have earned the right. If they win this thing, they've earned the right. If they don't win it, who cares? You got to go play somebody anyway, so it's okay. But it's nice to stay at home and play these things.
And that is the feeling. You know, that everybody's kind of going, that seems to be the overwhelming feeling that in order for Montana Tech's women to host a pod, they have to win the tournament, and they are well on their way to trying to make that happen.
Well, you know what? That makes sense to me. For the first time ever, you make sense to me.
How about that? Let me pull the headset here. Yep, thank you. Yep, appreciate it. Put that thing on. Head coach Jeff Graham is here. I'm making him put down his water. Head coach, Brother Graham, that's a big win.
Wow, Western would not go away with that.
They're so good. I mean, and that JT and I were talking about it this whole time. This Western team, from start to finish, might be one of the most improved teams all season long. And that adage of trying to beat somebody 3 times, Western played their hearts out because you guys brought it all. I mean, your ladies played so well tonight, and Western went punch for punch right down to the wire. That was an incredible ball game to send you to the finals.
You two said it last night, though, when I was rewatching their game, about how much better defensively they've gotten. They flat out guard. They defended like you said. They've gelled, though. Brand new team. Then they get JC kid off of red shirt there that semester there, and they played well. I mean, we gave everything. You don't find 2 kids like Kiki and Isabella that have played that much since their freshman year. That's 4. That's 4 years of experience of 2 tough kids. And I hope we get them or Northern in. Our league is so much better than 4 teams. I think we really deserve 5 or 6. So hopefully we can get Western or Northern in. But Battle, never a doubt. You'll never see her miss 4 in a row. She missed her 2, and it was like perfect. We knew she's the assassin for a reason, But big defensive play by Hauber on Saylor right there.
Another one. She had a huge one. She had a huge one going back to the day before.
Yep. Yeah. Hobbs just makes some big defensive plays and made her go to her left, was a fun one.
That was a tremendous ball game. As you entered this one, you obviously knew it was going to be tight. How was the feeling? It felt like you came into this ball game. The ladies did, I should say, on the floor. It didn't feel like nerves were really an issue at all. They came in confident, looked like they were just really to get ready to come out and go.
Yeah, buddy, you said it. Like, I felt they were so much looser, you know, and even Liv said it was just nice to get that monkey off our back of never winning a tournament game, you know, like it was nice for us to get that off. And like you could just tell and walk through shoot around today, they were calm and relaxed. And, you know, you knew Western was going to play their butts off. They can beat anybody. And, you know, they're they're one of the hottest teams in the league right now. So, but yeah, the bench, I thought our bench was huge today. You know, our bench was there, but I forget, you know, Rach had been out a year, redshirt, and Olivia hadn't been played in a tournament game, you know. Knives is still a sophomore, God love her, you know, and Kai's a poor freshman. What a stud that kid is for being a true freshman. So them all getting their feet wet, you know, and Avery didn't play a ton last year. So that tournament jitters, you know, they're a real thing. You guys have been around them your whole life, and, you know, hopefully you start getting some wins like this, they'll feed. And what our stats end up rebounding. That was the one thing we did well at halftime.
31 total. 11 offensive, 20 defensive. Led by Hadley with 8. Batto had 7. Wongren was 6.
Yeah, we had a big rebounding gap there. Yeah, I thought the 3-point, we shot the ball well early, didn't we? At halftime, weren't we?
Like I thought you shot the long ball well.
Did we have 8 threes at half or something?
Yeah, it was strong.
I mean, yesterday we had 2 total, but I really, you know, that zone, we knew they were going to come out. We went through that today, like, hey, they're good in that 1-3-1. We haven't been shooting it well. Let's be ready to catch a shoot. And I thought everybody, Hobbit, how much has Hobbit improved as a 3-point shooter over the last 2 years?
It's incredible.
Yeah, like Coach said, we didn't dribble as much as we did the first. When you guys mentioned that one game against them, I think it was earlier, how we were dribbling against the zones. And, yeah, you could tell it was catch score gaps, our post play.
And post play is going to be a big one for tomorrow. You know, you look at how well your post played here tonight. You know they're going to get thrown around. They're going to get banged around, but they are going to be a big key for Montana Tech again tomorrow night.
Yeah, they saved us. You know, we were able to use them in the press break against Dakota State, work those high flashes, and, you know, try to get Teal out of there. You know, their guards are so darn good. I mean, Tia Trotti, that's more turnovers than she has in a season, you know, and the pressure that they had Northern 18 at half. Like, too far, yes. Like Coach Satzer saying right now, she just brought herself into trouble in the double team. Yep.
Well, a huge win for Montana Tech and for the ladies, and we were talking about it earlier. You're in that spot now for Montana Tech. You're national tournament bound, period. You know, the win or lose, and certainly nothing we want to talk about a ton about, but you know, you're into the championship of this tournament. If Dakota State wins, you get the automatic because you're the second seed as far as tournament goes. But obviously, it'd be really nice to have yourself a nice banner to hang in the rafters and possibly host a pod. So still a ton to play for coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, you said it right there. You know, that's the girls' goal is to win this, and that'd be huge. And you know, hopefully the men get a win too. We can have a great Butte crowd tomorrow. This is what it's like back in the day when we had the Civic Center tournament here. This is why we loved it in the early 2000s, because it's packed like this for games. And
Coach Graham, awesome. Congratulations. That's a monster win for Montana Tech and into the championship against Dakota State. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, our final 78-74, the Digs by 4. And we will take a break. We'll go to the men's side of the bracket, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, good evening to you, and welcome back here to the Butte Civic Center Frontier Conference Tournament action as we get ready to switch sides to the men's bracket, ladies and gentlemen. We have our championship decided on the women's side. Let's pull that up here real quickly as Dakota State will take on Montana Tech tomorrow night, 5 o'clock. And that will be the Frontier Conference Championship, number 1 against number 2 on the women's side. And we're going to find out who the finalists are on the men's side here after 2 more games. Rocky Mountain College, the 1 seed. Montana Tech is the 5 seed. They're going to play here in a moment. We'll talk about those. And then, of course, our nightcap has Northern, the 7 seed, and Carroll, the 3 seed. And that one at 7:30 this evening. JT? How you doing?
I'm excited about this game right here. These are the 2 best teams in the conference. I don't care if Montana Tech finished 5th or not. The 2 best teams are playing each other right now.
And we talk an awful lot about when you're playing your best basketball, and it feels like both teams are playing their best basketball right now. And especially, Rocky is a team that has been so incredibly consistent this year. They're fun to watch. I mean, they do their thing. But obviously, being around Montana Tech as much as we are and invested as much as we are, this Montana Tech team is playing their best basketball right now, 100%.
Well, they put that on display last night against Western. I mean, that was a show. That was a defensive show. That was an offensive show. But these 2 teams are 2 different personalities. We're talking Jekyll and Hyde. Montana Tech likes to get it out, goal. They like the quick shot sometimes. Really good at running their offensive stuff. Great on defense. Rocky is solid on defense, but they are a slow-down tempo team. They don't just run up and down the floor. And to me, that could be a weakness against Tech. If they get too far behind, they're not used to pushing the ball, and you just don't hit a switch, and all of a sudden everybody's going to run with the basketball. But they like to be a lot more deliberate on offense than most of the schools in the Frontier Conference.
Yeah, it's this should be a fun one as, of course, Rocky Mountain College, the number 1 seed. They have already secured their trip to the national tournament. And I would have to assume at this point they're probably knowing they're hosting a pod as well. I would assume that there will be 3 other teams joining them down to Billings, but that's a discussion for another day. Right now we've got Montana Tech, Rocky Mountain College ready to throw down. Number-wise, awfully close. You look down through here, Montana Tech, both of them averaging about 76 points a game. The Dig shooting over 50%, Rocky at 47. Both tremendous defensive teams. No shock. So, not a whole lot of difference between these 2 as far as overall team numbers go.
Yeah, the only thing in my mind is tempo. Who's going to control the tempo? Is the quickness of Montana Tech on their fast break, get into their stuff, going to do it? Or is the walk it down, let's run our offense, Rocky team going to do it? 2 different styles of play here.
Well, again, thanks for joining us. It has been a great tournament thus far, and certainly looking forward to what should be a couple of fantastic ball games here tonight as a Montana Tech taking on Rocky Mountain College. Frontier Conference throwdown here, and we'll see how things transpire, my friend. Montana Tech and Rocky Mountain College have played twice. The Digs, the last time they played was in Billings on January 31st. Rocky got the win 82-71. And truly, that's one of those that might not have been that close, to be 100% honest. Rocky really controlled that ball game from word go. And then you go back to December 5th, and Rocky got the win in Butte. 81-70. So Rocky has won both of the matchups between these 2, and certainly excited to see what round 3 brings.
Yeah, and how I view that as a coach, if I were coaching either one of these teams, I would look at it like that's when Tech had their downswing. They lost 3 games in a row at home, which was unheard of, and then they started their upswing again. So This is a whole new ball game. Throw all the records out, throw all the scores out. Nothing means anything except the next 40 minutes.
Well, again, thanks for joining us here. Rocky Mountain College, the 1 seed. We'll take a look at their starters as the home team in just a minute, but we'll start things off for Montana Tech. Their starting 5 here tonight. You're looking at Carson Peffer, Cam Lawrence, Hayden Decons, those 2 senior leaders here for Montana Tech. Braden Cook, who was a monster last night, got started early. He is going to have a big game in this one here tonight as well.
Absolutely.
And then Rhett Reynolds, he and Venema will be exchanging down in the block. And they're going to be tested here this evening as well. Really excited to see the battles down in the post, to be completely honest.
Me too. And all you get out of these Tech post players is consistency. They're both very consistent.
And that's, again, your starters for Montana Tech. Coach Danny Neville is getting his Coach of the Year award here. We talked to him after their win, and certainly he's done a marvelous job. The 1 year turnaround he has put together at Rocky is fantastic. You know, I think an easy Coach of the Year as far as the Frontier, but I think there is a real argument for that man to be a National Coach of the Year, honestly.
Well, there is a real argument. to walk in your first year, do some recruiting, and put it all together and win the conference, see what happens here in the tournament, he's no doubt in the talk about being the Coach of the Year.
Your Rocky starting five. Jordan will run the point. Nesbitt is, of course, the shooting guard, and he is a monster. You're going to be looking at Bilodeau, Robinson, and McCoy. All those kind of, 6'7", like 6'6" to 6'8" guys, long wingspan. They can rebound, they can jump, they can shoot. They really fill a whole lot of roles.
Here's Robinson's the middleman here. He's the guy that keeps all this together.
So that's a look at your starters on the Rocky side and Montana Tech side. And again, thanks for joining us. We have a packed house, and boy, it has been a wonderful tournament. You know, we had such high expectations for getting this tournament back in Butte, Montana. It's been over 20 years since it's been here, and it has just gone so incredibly well. Good crowds and excellent basketball.
Could have got it in better years. They got a whole brand new floor here, and they take great care of this building.
So the starters getting introduced here for Montana Tech. Again, the Digs, the 5th seed here in the Frontier Conference. And let's talk about it again. I mean, people might be broken record with us, but this is one of those years when we looked at the men's bracket. This was a year where we went, 7-up from Northern to number 1. You could run this thing like 10 times and probably get different winners 7, maybe 8 different times.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how tight this conference is.
The talent level is all at such a high level, and really excited to see where this one goes. Again, Rocky Mountain College has won both of the previous meetings. Pretty similar games, honestly. They controlled the tempo, and you brought it up earlier. Rocky controlled the tempo for the bulk of the game, if not the entirety of the game. But in Montana Tech's defense, if you will, talking to Coach Hyatt, they have found their identity here over the last month or so, and they are kind of refocused on the defensive side, and we'll see if that is going to change how this one transfers out.
Did I ever tell you defense wins games? When you're having a bad night shooting, go play defense.
That's it.
This is all about defense. Otherwise, they'd be scoring 160 a game.
McCoy will jump it off with Rhett Reynolds, and we're underway. Semifinals in the Frontier Conference, tip back. And Jordan will bring it into the offensive side. Again, thanks for joining us. Montana Tech, Rocky Mountain College, 3rd meeting this year. Nesbitt has Cook on him defensively. Nice bounce pass into the lane. McCoy bobbled it for just a moment, out to Jordan. Jordan looking for the inlet as it gets down to McCoy. Shot clock down to 6. McCoy fires to the wing. Jordan, good defense. 3-ball on the way, and good.
Big shot.
That is
big shot. Couple seconds on the clock.
Yeah. Hayden Decons was in his grill, and boy, just a lovely shot by Jordan. 3-0 Rocky with the early lead off that first possession. Cook near side. Decons, alley-oop. Cook floats it in.
Great pass by Decons. Right on the money, otherwise that play doesn't work. Lob on the backside.
Nesbitt answers with a 3.
Well, I guess we're going to shoot again today.
Hello. Decons brings it into the offensive side. Robinson will pick him up defensively. I will say that. Players go down. Robinson holding his ankle, and he'll get up limping. And they're going to call a timeout. They're looking at the officials here. They wanted a whistle, but from our angle, it appeared that the Rocky players fell over each other.
Yeah, I thought they did too. He'll go in and get it taped. That's a big player out. I think he's their spiritual leader, this Rocky team.
I think you go back to the 2 games that they beat Montana Tech. Robinson was one of the key factors in limiting Hayden Deacon's interaction, both offensively and defensively. So we'll see how this one goes tonight. Rocky leading 6-2, back-to-back threes. Nesbitt, he'll throw it up top. Bowman, 3-point shot is on the way, front of the rim, no good. Deacons tips it. Montana Tech will that one's going to go out of bounds. Rocky ball. Reynolds and Cam Lawrence each got a fingertip on it. Neither could corral it, so the Bears will keep it in their offensive zone as Bilodeau might possibly be my favorite name in the conference.
Bilodeau, that's a Deer Lodge name.
Good stuff. He's out of Washington, though.
No, but Bilodeau is. There are a Bilodeau family in Deer Lodge. I never heard that name until I saw this guy's name on the roster.
Nesbitt puts on the brakes. Floater is up and out, no good. Deacons down the floor near side. Cook to the baseline. He tries to stretch it up. He's going to be fouled by Jordan. So Jordan will pick up the personal, and Braden Cook is going to go to the line. Rocky leading 6-2 here, the opening 2 minutes. And Braden Cook will go to the strike. Cook, an 81% free throw shooter.
My favorite number in the 80s.
My goodness. And Cook gets his first down. If you've been stomaching us through the entirety of this tournament, we were just continually stunned by how well teams are shooting free throws, especially the women's side. And Cook's second is good.
The women's side has more 80% free throw shooters than the guys by a long shot.
Yeah, even a multitude of 85+%. Nesbitt throws it back. Bilodeau going to fire. Not off the front of the rim, out of bounds, Tech basketball.
I know they have confidence in him in that, but I don't like it. This is not their style of basketball. That's a hurry-up shot as far as I'm concerned.
And that's one, when we talked to Coach Neville when he was up with us the other day, he talked about that. He wants to burn as much clock as possible. Doesn't want to get in a foot race here, and that one's going to be knocked out of bounds. Good hustle by Jordan.
Good defensive matchups here. Fun to watch.
With how tight both teams play defense and how they get after each other, you wonder the mental side of it as well. If you get in a shooter's head a little bit, how much that can play a factor. Peffer spinning, ball stripped away by Nesbitt, and Rocky will get it. Jordan.
Second dribble. Guards get those a lot of times.
Jordan, right wing, pass up top to Nesbitt. Nesbitt around a screen left. He's going to fire it back here on the near side. Up top. Bilodeau, baseline take, goes across to Jordan. Jordan spinning, out on the edge with it. Ball stripped away, Cook with it. Cook gets the steal.
That was glue defense by Montana Tech.
Rocky by 2. Lawrence inside Reynolds. Reynolds double teamed to Lawrence. Lawrence puts on the brakes, into the paint, throws it out to the wing. Deacons near side. Carson Peffer puts up the 3, no good. Nesbitt goes up to get it. So Nesbitt across midcourt. Driving, pass comes back. Bilodeau into the lane, leans. Reynolds with the block. Down the floor to Cook, 3-on-2. Cook goes to the rack. His shot is up and in. I like the decision. He kind of went 90%. He wasn't at full speed, so he got his rebounders there if he went up.
Wondering what they're talking about here.
Yeah, there's some conversation going. 16-17 left to play here in the first. We're tied up 6s. Asher Williams comes in for the Digs. And also in Rocky Mountain College, we'll bring Sherman Royal III in. Thought he played awfully well in their opening round win. Rocky was just insanely efficient in their first win. Nesbitt, tremendous move through the lane, up and in. Nesbitt will convert.
I'll tell you what, that was quickness at its finest right there.
Nesbitt, a senior out of Sacramento. Near side, Lawrence. Lawrence around the arc, Asher Williams. Williams rolls it into Deacons. Deacons spins, ball poke checked out, whistle and a foul. So that one knocked away.
A lot of intensity going on here right now. Players are going to question. They better be careful how they question.
Yeah. Agreed.
This is a good staff of referees out here right now, so you got to be cautious. They have no problem teeing you up.
No, and they're officials they should be used to. I mean, so that's the other side of this. The inbound pass to Williams. Asher Williams falling right, knocks it home. Tied up 8-all. Rocky. Jordan calls out the offense coming in. He'll hand it off to Nesbitt. Decon's on him defensively. Nesbitt behind the back, into the lane. Nesbitt floater off the glass and in. That's a great take by Nesbitt.
That's a Russian tin in the Olympics. Yeah. That is a tough shot.
2-point lead for Rocky. Nesbitt already with 7 of their 10 points. Driving Lawrence. Lawrence gets a little separation. Shot no good. Royal with the rebound. Royal almost threw that one away. He's able to maintain possession. Across the timeline, Jordan. Nesbitt. 3-point shot, Royal on the way, and Royal drains it. Royal knocks that one down. Montana Tech ball trailing by 5. Opening half here at the Butte Civic Center. 3-point shot, Asher Williams comes up left, no good. And Rocky will go the other direction.
They walk it down the floor.
Rocky 3 of 4 from the 3-point line, shooting 75%. Montana Tech will pick up man-to-man. Royal switch to the left hand. On him, Connor Mashad. Fall-away jumper, too long. Venema able to knock it down, track it down. Ethan Venema in for Reynolds. Into the offensive side, Decons hands it off. Lawrence. Venema. Now to Asher Williams. Williams drives into the paint. Triple team to Connor Mashad for 3. Connor Mashad no good. Venema tips it. Picked up Asher Williams. He'll fight his way to the rack. He gets it in the foul. Great take by the freshman as he will shoot one. 13:52 left to play here in this first. We have a timeout on the floor, so ladies and gentlemen, we'll take one. Rocky leads by 3. Asher Williams will shoot one when we come back right after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
Frontier Conference tournament action here on a Sunday evening. Rocky Mountain College leading Montana Tech 13-10. Asher Williams will go to the line shooting 1. And Asher, another extremely good free throw shooter. 82%.
You have made me aware of that number in the 80s. So aware.
You can tell each year you get away from basketball, free throw shooting gets better and better.
It does.
You know, it's like we're coming closer and closer to the sun.
I'm blaming my son Noah for that technique.
Nesbitt to Robinson. Robinson, good drive down the left side of the paint. Decon's leaning on him. Pass comes out to the left wing, now out farther to Nesbitt. Kulanjis on him defensively. Nesbitt, good pass into the high post to Royal. Royal, big collision. Offensive foul. Connor Mashad draws the charge. And boy, he took a shot. So Royal gets the personal. That's team foul 4 on Rocky.
A lot of time on that clock for 4 fouls.
Tech the other way. Montana Tech 4 of 9 shooting as of right now. They're 0 of 4 from behind the arc. Pass left wing, Williams. Williams has some space. Williams fights his way up and gets it in. Strong take. That's the part of his game that you see just keep getting better and better as this year's gone on.
Yeah, he's definitely, I don't know if they do weight room work or whatever, but he's gotten stronger physically.
Tied up 13 all, Rocky 4 wide. Crowd getting loud here in the mining city. Nesbitt, step back. Nesbitt hits another one. Nesbitt has decided that he's going to go to work tonight.
No, he's working.
Nesbitt, 10 points. The other way, Coulanges unable to get it to go. Rocky Mountain College with it.
Great block.
Robinson looks to coach for the call. Into the offensive side, Robinson. He's going to pop the three. It's on its way, front of the rim, no good. Williams grabs the rebound. Back the other way quickly. Asher Williams into the offensive side. Coulanges to Mashad. Mashad, top of the horn, back here near side to Venema. Venema, far right. Aiden Decons, double teamed. He's going to attack. Decons, no good, but a whistle and a foul. He covers so much ground with his strides, it's crazy.
He does, and nobody's used to him going to his left because he's left-handed. That's automatic, just a human reaction. And you can't cut that off if you don't force him to the right away and then know that he's going there.
Decons will go to the foul line. Montana Tech trailing by 3. Decons first is on the way and good. So Decons knocks down the first. Connor Mashad checks out. Peffer is back in. Montana Tech needs Peffer to make some waves in a game like this.
Yeah, he had a pretty quiet game last time. I expected more out of him.
A 1-point lead for Rocky Mountain College. And they have the ball into the offensive side. Rocky as a team shooting 55%. They're led by Nesbitt with 10. Nesbitt off his fingertips, out of bounds, turnover to the digs.
Good defense, Coangelos.
Josh all over him, and Coulanges will stay in the back courts and bring it the other way. So turnover. That is the second turnover of the game for Rocky Mountain College. Bounce pass, Cook. That's going to go out of bounds. Turnover back to Rocky. 11:55 left to play here in this first half. The chess match continues. We'll see if we get our first run. Bounce pass, rolls it down to Robinson. Off his foot, goes the other way. Back-to-back-to-back turnovers.
Both teams solid defense at this point.
Yeah. And here come the digs the other way. Coulanges right through center circle. Left to Williams, backdoor, Venema wide open. He'll reverse with the right hand. Ethan Venema is up and in. He is just an extreme threat because he can knock down the long ball. He can get underneath, block shots. Bilodeau, Nesbitt. Nesbitt steps back. He's going to attack, and he's fouled by Coulanges. He gets bumped by Coulanges. That is his first. Coach Hyatt looks at his bench and leaves him out there. Tech leading by 1, 17-16. The way that these two teams play defense, what kind of runs do you think we possibly see in this, and if any?
If you're going to see him, probably 8 points.
Okay. Jump shot, Robinson, no good. Tried to go back in. That one's loose on the ground, and Nesbitt will pick it up. Bodies clear out, Rocky Mountain College. Fall-away jumper by Nesbitt is money.
Can't stop that shot. There's nothing you can do about that. The defense was right there. He just falls back enough to, you're in trouble.
Amari Nesbitt has a dozen. Into the paint. Coulanges to Cook. He has an opening. Cook won't go. Braden Cook unable to knock down the deep shot. And Rocky Mountain College Jordan will control the point. Jordan hands it off here on the near side to Robinson. Robinson back to Jordan. Now to Nesbitt. Inside, that one's taken away. Asher Williams, great defense. Peffer, Venema, On the ball, 3 won't go.
Yeah, we got the wrong guys taking threes. Cook's got to get himself open. He's got to shoot the threes.
Rocky leading by 1. As Robinson looks to coach. And they'll go in motion around a high screen. Robinson attacks, ball stripped out, whistle, and a foul. Personal foul going to go to Braden Cook.
You know, I don't care what level you're at. You should determine who's going to shoot a lot of threes for you. Shaq O'Neal was not a three-point shooter. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was not a three-point shooter. Don't let him shoot.
Okay. 9:48 left to play here in the first half. Rocky leads by 1. We have a timeout on the floor, so we'll take one. We're back here in just a minute. .48 left to play here in this first half. Rocky Mountain College leads by 1. 18-17 our score. As outs of the huddles, and Robinson going to go to the line. So Robinson will step to the stripe. Royce, a 70% free throw shooter. Had a really nice game in their opening round win. And a free throw attempt here is up and in. Royce Robinson. His first point here of the contest. Of course, Omari Nesbitt has done the heavy lifting right now. He has 12 of Rocky's 19. Robinson's second is good. 3-point lead for Rocky. Hayden Decons. Pass goes out on the edge to Peffer. Carson Peffer looking on the interior. Comes up top now, near side. Little head fake Kulonjis. Bounce pass. Reynolds. He'll attack. Reynolds spins. Back to his right hand. Pocket picked. Robinson takes it away. Robinson outlet to McCoy, and McCoy hammers it home.
I talk to you all the time about the second dribble by a post player, and you just saw the ball get stolen on the second dribble. Those guards are coming.
Peffer goes to the baseline. Jump stop inside to Reynolds. They attack again. Out to the edge, Kulonjis. Kulonjis spins. Rhett Reynolds is going to fire the 3.
You're wrong, I'm wrong.
Rhett Reynolds drops the 3, and Rocky's lead is 2.
We're 1-1 here.
Yep.
I love it.
8:50 left to play. First half. Robinson, Jordan. Crowd getting loud here in the Butte Civic Center. Robinson around a screen, right at the top of the arc, feeds it on the interior to the wing. Jordan on the way, no. Nice defensive rebound. Hayden Decons, he'll push the pace. Decons stops, comes up top. Carson Peffer has an opening. Peffer can't get it to go.
Yeah, great game going on here right now, but it's a chess game.
Rocky will go back to their tempo here and put the brakes on. Robinson. Pass goes left. Now it comes up top to Bilodeau. Loose there for a moment. Jones. Shot clock at 5. Jordan. Jump stop. Poke checked away. Turns and fires. Hits the front of the rim. No good. Hayden Decons. Goulon just puts on the brakes. Hands it back to Decons. Now out to Peffer. Decons wants the baseline. Attacks. They wave the shot, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul before the drive.
All the film everybody watches, I don't understand why you push him baseline. I don't get it. I don't. He is so good and so explosive at turning that corner. You got to make him go over the top.
Kulonjis will get a breather. Peffer looking to bring it in. Tech trailing by 2. They have the ball. Inbound. 3 ball is up and in. Braden Cook puts Tech up by 1.
Now he can shoot the 3.
They only put 2 on the board. 2-point field goal. So a 2-point shot. Okay. Jordan spinning on the wing. Throws it up top. Hand off to Robinson. Robinson attacks. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul as Jordan went down the left side of the key. Tied up 22 all. Robinson back to the line here for the Bears. Personal foul. Charge to Montana Tech's Hayden Decons. He's talking to the official about it. And his first, Robinson at the line, up and in. So Robinson back to the line for attempt number 2. Rocky Mountain College leading by 1. They're a perfect 3 of 3 from the foul line as a team. Now they're 4 of 4. No one has missed a free throw yet tonight.
These are 2 equally talented teams. It's I just love the different styles.
Lawrence inside to Peffer. Peffer trying to reverse. Peffer leans, trying to go up. Gets it in the foul. Carson Peffer. He brought McCoy off his feet, leaned into him, got the basket and the foul.
You make enough moves down there, they're eventually going to leave their feet, then you're the winner.
Peff at the line. A 54% free throw shooter. We're tied up 24 all. Chance for Peffer to give Montana Tech the lead back here. Front of the rim, no good. Rocky Mountain College back the other way. 24 all our score. Feels like that's all this is going to be all night, just kind of exchanging shots.
Whoever gets the first decent run is going to take control of this basketball game.
To the baseline, Robinson spins out to Nesbitt. Decons is there. They'll switch. Nesbitt lost his footing, goes out of bounds. Great defense, turnover to Montana Tech. Rhett Reynolds gets a high five from Coach Hyatt as they turn up court.
Rhett Reynolds is the most consistent player on this team. Really, nobody acknowledges him, and I just love him as a player.
Completely agree. Decons, now to Reynolds. Trying to get it to Cook, well defended. Peffer now to Decons. Nope, Peff going to want the baseline. Peff spins back to his right hand. Pump fake once, into the lane. Peffer, whistle, and a foul. Carson Peffer, great patience.
He's being a handful right now for against Rocky.
And Joshua Iguode will pick up the personal. Iguode, senior from Chicago. And Carson Peffer back to the foul line. 24 all. Peff's first rattles around, no good. Montana Tech men trying to join the Montana Tech ladies in the championship game of the tournament. Peff's second. He gets 1 of 2. Peff is 1 of 3 from the foul line. And Montana Tech leads by 1, 25-24. Rocky Mountain College into the offensive side. Pass to Nesbitt. Nesbitt around the screen. Spins in traffic. Pull-up jumper from the right elbow. No good. Offensive rebound by McCoy. Robinson swoops to the basket. He gets it in the foul. That's a great take by Royce Robinson.
That's a power take. Everybody was playing around the rim that time, too. They were all up there. He just did a nice little finger roll. What a great high school player he was in Montana.
Yes, he does. And we talked about it in their opening round game. I don't know why. I keep wanting him to be a lot older than he is. He's a redshirt sophomore, and I feel like he's been in the program for like 5 years.
I think he was in the news so much when he was played in Lewistown.
Yeah.
Seemed like he played forever.
Into the offensive side, Venema. Out to Cam Lawrence, the senior out of Missoula Hellgate, back to his left side, stops at the elbow, in the corner to Decons. Decons spins back to the left hand, back to his right, double team, goes up, whistle and a foul, bodies down everywhere. Boy, Decons had 2 guys fall on him there. Hopefully, telling you, Deacons has just he has had the tar beat out of him all year long. I'm trying to think of any other.
When you're that good, you're a target. You really are, and you don't have a choice but to deal with it and be tougher than the next problem. He is a target.
Deacons at the foul line. Southpaw, his first is money.
The pain has lessened with the made free throw.
But that does help. Does help. Coulanges will get ready to come back in here for Montana Tech, and it looks like he'll be there for Hayden. Deacons knocks it down. So Deacons will check out. Coulanges will come in. Deacons slowly to the bench. And here comes Rocky the other way. 27 all. This is phenomenal. Jordan, handoff to Nesbitt. McCoy back to Nesbitt. Again, Nesbitt has a dozen. Good ball movement out to the wing. Jordan into the high post. Moves it up top. Jones. Jones wants to make his move, and Asher Williams.
Got a forearm on him.
So Asher Williams is going to get the call. The Tech cheering section behind the Montana Tech bench were screaming for the offensive, and I know this is going to come as a shock. The officials didn't agree.
Well, he was making his move. He got jammed first before he had the offensive foul.
Jones, Jordan. Jordan, good defense. Back out to Jones. He has a gap. That one to the rack, no good. Venema shadowed. And here comes Montana Tech the other way. Coulanges around the arc to Lawrence. Lawrence has an opening. Cam Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen. So Cam knocks down the three. Montana Tech goes up by 3. Tech is 2 of 9 from the three-point line. Nesbitt, double team in the corner. That is just...
That's his MO. He's good at it.
He is so good. That fall-away jumper, it doesn't matter if he's vertical or falling to his side. He is just silky smooth.
Doesn't matter if he's being defended either.
No. It's a great point. Lawrence passed underneath to Williams, tried to get it there, and it tips off the glass. Rocky back the other way. Nesbitt is on fire right now. He has 14 points. He's 6 of 8 shooting. He'll switch to his left hand, stops at the top, fires. Rare miss for him right now. That one's going to go out of bounds. And I will say Montana Tech basketball. Boy, this is physical. 3:53 left to play in the first half. Montana Tech by 1 with a timeout on the floor. We'll take one. We're back here in just a minute.
I think there was a lot of personal growth for me at Rocky. I think I didn't have to be a police officer 24/7 or an art student 24/7, that I could actually do both at the same time.
It's a wonderful institution staffed by wonderful, caring professionals.
Until you get onto the campus and dive into what it actually has to offer, I think you'll find that there's probably something here for you.
As we look into the Montana Tech huddle here, as a timeout, Coach Hyatt's got the grease pen out. I know it's not called a grease pen anymore, but I'm just going to stick with it. Is that okay?
I never knew what it was called.
I go dry erase board. That's what I guess.
Marker. Just give me the marker.
Good call.
Yeah. Okay.
Montana Tech leading by 1. JT. For me, I can imagine this year on the same page, but for me right now, this is everything I expected it to be.
Oh, I expected this game to be a great game too, and I expect it to be really close going down the stretch.
Anything jump out at you specifically at all?
Both playing just great defense, both of them, and Rockies doing what we thought they'd do. They're walking it down the floor and getting into their sets, and Tech's trying to push the ball, but Rockies' transition game has been excellent.
Montana Tech by 1. Hayden Decons will bring it into the offensive side. Great feed to Cook. Shot blocked by McCoy.
Uh-oh.
Cook is down on the floor for Montana Tech. Rocky Mountain College out on the right side. Jones, three-point shot is up and out, no good. And Tech will get a timeout.
Rocky never took advantage of a situation. Cook is down. I think he got an ankle or a knee. Hopefully he just sprained an ankle. But Rocky never took advantage of this. He can't blow the whistle till play has stopped or the opposing team gets a rebound. And Rocky had a 4-on-5 down here and took a deep three.
Yeah. 3:34 left to play here in the first half.
It's his knee.
1 point lead here for Montana Tech. The trainers are out talking to Braden Cook, and with that, we will step away, ladies and gentlemen. Frontier Conference action here from the Butte Civic Center. We are back in just a minute. Back here once again to the Butte Civic Center as Braden Cook will be helped off the floor by the Montana Tech trainers. See, not putting any pressure on that right leg, so hopefully he is going to be okay. He's battled some ankle injury this year.
He certainly went down hard.
3:34 left to play here in the first half. Montana Tech by 1. Lawrence down the floor here for the Digs. With Braden Cook out, somebody needs to pick up the offensive side for Montana Tech in a big way here as this one goes. Mashad tipped out to Lawrence.